We're on our way.
Alright, welcome back, some more Peacekeepers! So, last we had left off, you had finally defeated the Doctor, and, caused a bit of havoc as the Doctor had blown up his entire laboratory, causing a huge crater, probably more likely taking out the entire city and all the dwarves that lived there. But, like, you had finally completed dealing with the madman, and whatever happens from this point on with that character is up in the air at the moment. But right now, you are currently split up. It's just the three of you, Flit, Osmira, and I believe Stitch are currently
Yes.
at the
And
crater
Kilo.
site. Yeah. Oh yeah, and Kilo.
Can't forget about Key Dog.
Yeah, Kilo is there. So you four are currently at the crash site. Everybody else currently is safe in Savannah. Or Shalana. I can't say its fucking name.
Savannah?
Shalana. Yeah.
Oh, there's no V. I've been saying it wrong this whole time.
Shalana.
Savannah?
Shalana.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway, whatever you say.
Made it up!
I know, but like I'll get back to it. It's been a while. So, how would you like to go? Are you gonna try to travel, or are you gonna try to? I do believe you wanted to port there, perhaps with Kilo. What's the plan?
I believe we wanted to teleport. Yes, Avik? Great, teleport.
Avik's no longer here.
I got no answer out of it.
Anyways, yeah. So what? Didn't you need to? So we already figured.
We just wanted to confirm that we wanted to teleport.
Yeah. So I'm going
It's the
to.
teleportation circle.
So beforehand, I'm going to do a sending spell towards the college, the head professor or head mage of it, whichever you want to call for it, and tell them. Basically, I'll go ahead and show this as casting it and all, and I'll give them the basic ask. Just, alright. So, this is one of the adventuring groups hired by the mayor. We are stranded and require quick teleportation back home. Please send password.
Okay, a moment of silence passed until you hear.
Was that 25 words?
That was a little bit less.
Okay. I just don't want us to have a gesture moment.
The password is less of a word and more of a symbol.
Can you? Yeah. Okay.
You
So
have to cast it again. You'll reply to that. And he says,
go ahead.
He'll say, "I'm not quite sure how I'm supposed to send that to you."
Can you describe it in a way that I can draw it?
Are you casting sending again?
Yes, I literally me casting it right there.
Okay, because you do have to keep casting.
You have to cast it more than once.
I know. So I will cast sending, just like, ask him, request him to describe it, and I will attempt to draw it or explain it out loud for someone else to help draw it as well.
Okay.
Do we want to do that?
Well, I'm gonna give you your description. Just give me a second.
I was just gonna say, do you want him to just describe it to me, and I roll a check on sleight of hand to see how well, or performance, to see how well I can do it.
Yeah. He'll describe it to you. I guess you either make it like a sleight of hand, or if you have it like a painter's check to try and draw it if you have it.
Can I use
don't-
my cartography skills if he says it out loud?
No,
Yeah, I will. No,
Let me
okay.
do that before!
it's not. Geography isn't drawing symbols; it's drawing a map. Like,
Okay, I am going. I will probably ask Stitch to give me a hand on this one a bit.
I have sleight of hand too, by the way.
Stitch has slightly more charisma than both me and you.
You said sleight of hand.
sleight of hand is dexterity.
Sleight of hand. I thought we were
Yeah,
doing
unless
okay.
you want me to do it. I have plus
Well,
11.
What are you? Yeah, no, you can do it. I will give you guidance. I will describe it to you and allow you to do your
Gotcha.
sleight of hand, and I will give you guidance to do it as well.
Yeah.
I
I
would
was
give
gonna
you.
say, why are you
You
give me
I-
a hand? I don't think you
I'm
can.
I'm not proficient in that one,
No,
unfortunately.
it's okay though.
Is Stitch? No, she's not.
I don't think she is.
Is Kilo?
I don't think Kilo is either.
Sleight of
Are you
hand?
kidding me? Sleight of hand
No, he does not.
No.
and Are you kidding me? Sleight of hand and Kilo?
Worth the try. So yeah, you normal roll with add-on. Ooh, 27.
27. I'm an artiste.
Okay. All right. 1 second.
I don't even let me do that with cartography. Technically, you have to draw a map. On a technicality. You've let me draw with cartographer's tools before.
It's not the same. It's not. It's not the same thing.
Okay. Take your word for it. What do I know? I'm just a woman.
Exactly. Anyway, I can't.
So I know.
Alright, so the symbol is going to look like this.
Oh wow. Man. I got good skills, I guess.
So that
That's what it looks like. I
okay.
got skill if I could do that.
So yeah, I guess show it to Kilo and have him cast it. It is in the innate casting for him. So
1 minute later.
1 minute later.
Where are you gonna be putting it?
How many?
Uh,
Do you
in
we're,
the
have
box.
to-
we're still in the box.
Well, it has to be like a flat surface, I believe.
The cage is a flat surface
Wouldn't the
that we are
box be the flat
standing on.
surface?
What?
We are standing on an ethereal flat surface.
Let me check.
Unless
And then
it
we
doesn't
do it
count
on
as
the-
on the ground.
I mean, technically it's not. I think
Yeah, it has to be on the ground.
so we
Oh,
have to
cool.
wait the hour.
So we either gonna wait an hour
Got
for this thing to disappear
it.
Yeah.
Human
hope-
transmutation.
and hope
Here
the
we go.
Necroth doesn't pull him away before then.
Can
Well, we need
he?
him for a moment. Please.
I was gonna say, could he instantaneously give me a scroll, a teleportation circle?
He is Kilo.
Wait, what? Hold on, what'd you ask?
Would
If
he
you
give
could make
me
a roll.
if he would give me a scroll, a teleportation circle?
Hilo just kind of
I mean, if he has one
out
available.
of character. He doesn't have one.
He's saying
Yeah, he
he
goes,
doesn't-
I don't really need it anymore. since I just kind of pop in wherever I'm really needed.
I know. I'm asking, are you able to create one before you leave right now?
An hour? No, that probably not. No.
Damn.
But it's Kilo.
It's still like a 7th or 6th level. Like I think it's like a 6th level spell, right?
It's 5th level for teleportation circle.
Oh, is
Alright,
that,
even
okay.
less.
But that,
I mean, if need,
yeah, it still take like. I think it takes
Couple
what, like 2
Ten-
hours per scroll per
It'll
level
take
scroll
10
or something
hours.
like that. Yeah.
10 hours, which, yeah, no. I don't want to ask Kiana. I definitely not am asking Necroth. I can't ask Litz because he's dead.
We can't. God, the last thing we want you to do is ask Glitz.
And that's the last thing you want me to do.
Just in general. Giraffe don't like that guy.
Yeah. Ask Fury, they exist too. I don't want to owe a favor to the demon of hell.
I mean,
I could do a sending to one of her favorite followers and see if he can ask her.
Sarah?
Seraph.
Sarah. Love our boy.
I mean, I would require it to roll to see if it fails because he's technically in a different plane.
Yeah. We'll have to
It's
try
only
that.
5% though.
I have several spells and we got time to do it, so I might.
Yeah, just ask.
Sure, I will do a sending towards Seraph and ask him, hey, can you ask your boss if she would allow us to be teleported back towards our hometown of Solana?
Okay. I need a D100. It's like a
Okay.
5% chance does it go through, basically. It's not very...
33.
33.
We got it. We're golden.
You know, a 5% chance of it not working?
Yeah, it's basically like a 5%
Yeah.
chance of it not working. So anything 5 below on a D100 just basically fails.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I just ask. I asked Seraph, like, hey, can you talk to your boss, see if she would allow to teleport myself, Stitch, and Osmira back over to Solana because we just finished destroying the Doctor's hideout, and we don't want to ask Necroth.
Okay, so per pin,
Yeah.
if you do ask her that, she'd probably laugh in your face, tell you no.
Fair.
And she probably tell you, Sarah, if they contact you again, there's gonna be problems.
Understandable.
I just imagine Seraph like,
Guys, I don't think that's gonna work.
Okay. Fuck.
do we know that Kilo's gonna immediately like poof away as soon as his cage is gone?
Yeah,
I
we have
mean-
no idea if he's gonna just blink away as his
He
cage
could
goes.
I
just
mean,
he could just poof away in general.
we could risk it for the biscuit. I don't know.
Well, I mean, I'm sure Necroth's gonna have him go
Like-
chase down all of the souls he needs to bring back.
Well, he has 2 seconds to send us home. That's really all we need.
No, he needs a full minute.
Well,
I
like,
guess he-
right now the main concern that the Croth wants him to take care of is the Doctor. He probably just literally port him away to wherever that location is as soon as his box breaks, just to try to get to him as quickly as possible. In all honesty,
Yeah.
I know you don't want to ask the cross, but should I just
I
ask
am-
the cross? Grab Kilo for like
Necroth hates us.
he hates you. He doesn't hate me as much. I was nice to him.
Still a problem.
Nothing. You were
I
a
mean,
bitch.
if Kilo wants to ask Croft for just a minute
Yeah,
to
just like
make a
5
teleportation
minutes, if
circle.
that. Like literally like a 2 minute. Because some people have performance anxiety.
Not Kilo, though. What are you
Who
talking
said you have to
Anxiety
perform?
fears, Kilo.
Anxiety? Kilo? Psh.
He's afraid of Kilo.
Anxiety has anxiety towards Kilo.
Where's Kilo? 2 minutes 30. How's that?
But like, yeah, like if he wants to, he has full, connection to his patron, which is the cross.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, Kilo,
Yeah.
you're free to talk to him whenever the hell you want.
That is true. That is
Kilo,
true.
when this is all done, just like maybe just ask him for an extra like a minute and a half.
I wouldn't be able to get a minute and a half. I could maybe get a minute out of him after this is gone.
Yeah.
Or I could just see if, if he's wanting me to go right away, just kind of, I don't know, transport you all on my behalf.
Others shaking her head no.
Flint is kind of no. He's just
Doing
Listen.
that thing where you like do nothing, nah, with the hands.
I look to your boss. I look to you, and I'm like, your boss hates me.
Oh, I'm aware.
Yeah, he won't do that though.
Even a yield he
For another
has.
minute,
Then-
and then after a minute, it's a minute. What's a minute?
A minute's
Well, no.
a minute of me not doing my job, and I'm already going to be here for an hour if I decide to stay.
Do you imagine how many souls I'm not going to be able to reap because of this?
Well, that's Nicola's problem for letting us have him.
That is not a cross problem for that.
It is.
Look,
Nicola can do his own job for once.
I can still ask. You can still say no.
The
Otherwise,
worst he could- Okay, the worst he could say is no, and then we have to walk. It's not that big of a deal.
Exactly.
okay.
I'll just ask him, can he transport you all over towards your homestead?
I think the question about you staying a minute longer is going to be a little better.
So
I don't think so, because here's the thing. I, at any time, could potentially try to get out of my own force cage.
this actually. Hold on.
And if I
actually,
do, I'm gone. So, if I ask and he basically forces my hand to try to leave this force cage, then I'm going to most likely be transported away immedietely.
And then we
But
can walk.
I just realized something that he could do that can get us out of here.
What?
It will require a charisma saving throw, but he can dimension door us out of here.
I can only dimension door one
Dimension
person.
door, you can only take one person.
However, we can just throw 2 other people into bag of holding.
Oh,
Do
you
we have
one of
room?
those?
What?
Do we have room?
Yes, unfortunately, though, I would have to take the bag of holding off of some people. Because you remember, my entire bag of holding is empty now.
Oh, and that would be a bag of holding in a bag of holding.
Yeah, which is also why I don't want to.
Black
Which
hole.
is, which is why I will take the bags of holding off the people who are holding them, which is mainly Stitch. I don't think Oz has one.
I don't. I don't have enough equipment, anyways. So I'm
Okay,
like that.
so yeah, I will take the bag of holding off Stitch and put it to my side, and just have both of you very quickly jump into my bag here.
I was remembering what happened the last
Oh.
time she went in a bag of holding.
Yep. Just hold your breath. We'll be very quick about this.
Are we sure this is the plan?
Again,
Before
I
send myself in a bag of holding.
This is one of the better plans to get the fuck out of here quickly.
But while you decide that, I'm going to ask Necroth if I can stay here for an extra minute.
I mean, you can ask him that, but yeah, we'll set up on that. I take the other bag of holding.
No, I'm not
Stitch.
getting in that yet. I'm not
Stitch.
getting in that.
I was gonna say Stitch hops in one, and Oz hops in the other.
I'm not getting in that until we have an answer.
Well, I'm not going to ask him until you hop into it.
Oh, fine.
I mean, at least poke your heads out so you can at least breathe before.
No, that's creepy.
It's not creepy. It's just survival.
How long can you stay in a bag of holding without air?
For as long as your Constitution score can hold out.
I got a
Yeah,
14.
it's a minute per con mod, I believe.
Yep. So
You're
For
then
Oz,
pushed by an infinite amount of bagmen. Anyway,
dear God, for Osmira, you could do it for 2 minutes,
Love that.
and
So I was
for
like, you're gonna wait until we get
You-
the answer.
as I was saying, like just poke your bag or your
It
upper
looks like
torso
you're
out.
just holding Oz's head.
No, I'm saying
Kidding.
I'm saying at least put your upper torso out and sink back in. Stitch can do it for 2 minutes.
I did. Also 2 minutes?
Yeah, you both are on 2-minute timers for it.
Yeah, so I'll be a Muppet for a little bit. I'll stick my torso out.
Kilo will be like, "Hey, Necroth, I'm going to try to pop out of this force cage I tried to capture the doctor in, and when I do, would you grant me a singular minute as soon as I'm finishing casting a spell, and then I shall go to whatever you wish." Is that possible? You know?
make a persuasion
Just so I
roll.
can get these idiots away from me properly.
I heard that.
No, I just think it would probably be
I know.
perfect if I had to say that to fucking the Croft.
Can you also cleanse me of the germs after?
Yeah, make a persuasion roll, and we'll see.
You may have a guidance.
I can't help.
You may have a guidance and advantage because I can only provide one or the other, so I can give you advantage.
Yeah, advantage might be better than guidance.
Yeah, he doesn't have any. Oh, he doesn't have guidance on his thing. So, wait, what does I think Stitch can give you?
I don't know.
Yeah, Stitch will give you advantage on the persuasion. I'll give you a guidance.
Okay.
Okay.
That's a 25.
25.
I'll work double time to catch up for that minute.
No pay.
You already don't pay me, but the extra no pay.
Extra no pay.
He's really paying
I'll
you.
I'll be an intern.
He already doesn't pay you.
I know.
Perpetual internship? I mean...
Oh
I'll
god.
give away my dental.
I'll pay you for that one.
Listen, I will agree to drop the terms of my dental to my vision. I don't need either of those. I'm dead already.
I don't need dental or
Dust some of the
vision.
books in the library. And
I can go to your
cobwebs are
sister.
nasty in there.
I could go to one of your sisters and steal their books and bring it to you.
I'll alphabetize the library.
I mean, he doesn't really need that. Like,
We're just making jokes at this point.
I know. Anyway, he'll simply respond with 1 minute, no longer.
Oh, I assumed. And Kilo will be like, "Cool, I've got 1 minute, so as soon as I set foot down on that ground there, I am immediately going to do that, because it'll be, once that circle's up, I'm gone, and then that'll last for about 6 seconds."
I know. Quickly, let's do this. In the bag,
All
you
right.
two. Shoves your heads down.
Oh,
Oh, my
oh.
goodness. Yeah, so Kilo will do a dimension door, grabbing onto Flint to teleport out of the force cage.
Okay. I will need a charisma saving throw then. Against your own
It's against my
DC.
own
Yep.
DC.
Yeah,
You,
it would be
you
against
got
your own
plus
DC.
10.
Alright, so
So you're having to contest a DC 18.
Yeah.
yep. Yeah, we're good.
That's
No
good.
problem.
21.
So we poof poof as immediately when he pops
Land.
onto the ground, just goes, all right, and just immediately going to draw the teleportation circle.
Yep, I am immediately pulling the girls out of the bag. Just like, okay,
Yeah,
we made
thank
it.
you. I hated that. Every time I hate that.
We all hate the bag.
Oh no, you're going to have to go back into it when you have to go through the teleportation circle.
What?
No, we don't. We don't.
No, I don't. Don't lie
He's just
to me.
fucking with you.
There's reasons I don't like you, Kilo. That's one of them.
What,
Damn.
I'm too fun for you? And he just
Yes,
continues
yes, you
with it.
are. I love when you go silent. It's just like,
Okay, shush. I need a concentration.
fuck yourself.
Oh yeah, it takes a lot for you to concentrate.
Yeah, you'll do the teleportation circle.
So do you get any benefits from the cross?
Did we?
Does he get any benefits from the cross? Just in general,
Not
hardworking
being
man.
put to eternal rest.
Okay,
Like,
so
no-
as soon as Kilo is done making the circle, he just disappears. Like instantly. 'Cause-
Yep, he finishes and just goes, I think I'm going to get cut off in the middle of my...
Before you go, us flips you off. It's our thing.
I don't know if he has enough time to respond to that.
Oh, that's perfect.
But there is now a 10-foot diameter circle on the ground that will last for a round. So you got 6 seconds to like step into this thing.
That's stuff.
All right, Osmira, you step into the portal with the teleportation circle and arrive at the school at the basically a chamber.
They're fun. I don't have to do any kind of save to see if I fall. I kind of want to.
And I assume Stitch will be going in.
Yeah, Stitch follows. And then, Avik! Flint's gonna get left behind. Avik!
Yeah.
Flint's gonna. Does Flint hop in the circle?
Yes, Flint hops in the
No.
circle.
Because the girls already left. We're just there.
I wasn't just gonna be left behind. I'm here.
I mean,
No,
you
the
just-
fact both the girls will
Like,
drag
if
my
you
ass
stay
there. If
quite long
I,
enough, it's been like, okay, so the door closes and Flint is left there by the lonesome.
I was like,
I would literally say both the girls would drag my ass into there to make sure.
at least Oz would at least. I don't know about Stitch. Oz would at least.
But, okay, let's be honest. Stitch would too.
Oz would probably kick you through first. Not a hard kick, just a little one. Like, yeah.
Listen, I will continue to say this. Throw up a energy.
Yeah.
Anyways, so I guess you're right back in the town.
Yay!
We have returned. Why are there wizards pointing staffs at us?
We're innocent.
I still managed to have a bit of strength left, but oh god, everything's so heavy.
So you
Everything
three
had.
will be.
Quite literally, I'm carrying like 200 pounds extra because of all the fucking money I've got on me.
I know, me. I have so much money.
Yum. Okay, back
Oh, wait,
to
come back. Where you going?
Where you
What,
go?
what the fuck?
Where you going?
We're leaving.
We're at the school.
We're going home.
You're at home. You're at the school.
We're going to the
now.
house. We don't live at the magic school.
Should we check in with Fuckface, whatever his name is? We never learned his name.
Fuck face, really?
We never learned his name. I'm sorry.
Did we actually gather the body of the dead?
Yes, we have Seraph and Abby. I don't think we have the other two boys.
Well, besides those two, I meant the
Previous
fucking
breed.
the previous leader.
I don't think we did. To
I
be
don't think we
completely
found him.
honest, I don't think we did, and I think it's better that we didn't.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I don't think we found him.
No,
At
we
all.
did.
You did.
We
No, we
did?
didn't.
Yeah.
We fought him when we fought Ash.
We
I was
did?
like, damn, he's hot.
Yes.
That was him?
Yes.
That was him?
Yes.
Okay.
When we fought Ash. It was Ash, Aldir, and whatever his name was. I don't remember the Lord.
I don't remember this.
I don't remember the
Oh,
Lord.
right, no, we did.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he's in my bag of
Yeah.
holding.
Yeah.
He was the first one dead, that's why you probably don't remember.
No, wait, he's in my bag of holding. I forgot about that.
I went in a bag of holding with a dead body, you're telling me?
Well, you're not exactly right next to it in there.
No.
I mean, Stitch has 2 dead bodies in hers, so yes.
What's her? I'm like, I don't know. I'm not gonna patch her vibe, I don't know.
Anyways, yes, well, we can go talk to him, but I think it's also prominent we go back to the home first and unload the excess baggage and items we've brought.
Mm-hmm. And everything is so heavy, it feels so heavy.
Besides, knowing the Lord, he'll probably show up out there like, oh, so you finally returned.
That's okay, I'll hit him.
No, don't punch him. He's our leader.
Punch him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Punch him.
Hit him good. Yeah.
Talk shit to get hit.
He's part of the reason I'm not currently in jail right now for burning down the half the forest.
Get hit. Man, I'm saying. The nomads taught me well, you talk shit, you get hit.
Yes, I'm sure that will go
Unfortunately,
very
I learned
well
that
for you if you
Very well.
punch the Lord of the
I
town.
learned that lesson very well.
Listen, I know I cannot physically stop you, but no.
Campaign ends. All characters now locked in prison for the rest of the campaign.
I could get out.
I mean, we all could get out, but
I mean, alright, let's just go home.
okay. Did we get stopped by any wizards? Like, why the fuck are you here?
No.
No, she informed everybody. Also, can I just glance in this area just to see if the lady's there?
Yeah, you gave him a heads up that you were coming. He's like, yeah, so they were expecting you.
Mm-hmm.
No, like, oh, okay. Yeah, no, we won't get attacked. Is there, Madame Fortune's tent over here? If I just glance over the thing, is her thing there? If not, totally cool.
Let me see.
If she is, I'm running straight there.
Yes,
No.
Metaphor's tent
Yep.
is there.
You're not running straight there. You can run there after we get back in town.
She's not going to be there, though.
You think she's going to disappear in an hour?
Yes! Have you met them?
Fair point.
But, you know what? I'm gonna trust whatever the universe. I don't know. I'm going home.
Okay. I'm not trying to stop you. I'm just more of like,
No, I
are you sure you
know.
want to go and rest a bit?
Yeah. I'm a bit beat up.
We all are. Anyways, we return home. I think probably at this point, because of how things are with Broly, Chase is basically fucked off. Not actually, but you know.
I mean, he's still around, as far as I know.
I don't know, it's just more like his struggles. He said he wasn't gonna be like making it to a lot more of these anymore, didn't he?
Just the recent ones, there's been some shit, I don't know. He
Well,
didn't say he's
between-
completely out,
Between
but
like him and his like little giant, as he calls him, and then just like his computer going kaputs.
yeah, I don't know. Here, let me find his message.
Anyway, since we have returned, I am going to go up to the rooms. Mainly, I'm going to go up to fucking Aldir's room. Not Aldir, fucking Abby's room. Is the succubus kiss that was in there stolen?
No.
Okay then, so yeah, so we have the original and the new one. Cool, I will take the, we can take the other one and go put it away. Is there anything we wanted to do besides just quickly dump all our excess gear and weaponry that we just brought with us here? No? Alright then. Yeah.
What was that? Sorry, there's background.
I was just like, okay, so we have returned, and now basically we're just dumping off our excess gear, then going back to tell the mayor that we've more or less stopped a great evil, but in the process, a city is now destroyed entirely, wiped off the map.
Yeah, that's not.
However, it was not our fault that it was done that way. It was more of the mad scientist's last resort.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm going to bed.
You know, not yet. We have to go talk with the mayor.
Oh.
We also have to return his father.
Okay.
It's
Who,
also
who,
what-
who are you taking with you?
Well, I'm going. I am sure as hell Stitch is probably
Is-
going to go too.
Is the clock accurate?
In game right now?
Yeah.
I don't think so. The clock's not been accurate for a while.
Good word.
Hmm.
Is it currently 1 a.m. right now? In game?
Currently, right now, the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not the date.
Not the date, but like, yeah, current time would be correct.
Find it.
Okay.
No.
I mean, if you want us to go rest until morning, sure.
It's 1 in the morning. Come on.
Okay. You use the government on him, he has to oblige.
Use the government name.
Okay, so you gotta be alright. Yeah, it's fine. So you're gonna head in the bed
Right.
then.
Alright, we need to go. Oh, gods.
Oh, we have to go upstairs. I did so much running.
I will literally pick you up. Though I still have my strength.
Can you physically?
Well, I still have my 27 strength
How
for
long
like
does that
at
last?
least another 20 minutes.
Okay.
So yeah, I will just pick you up and take you up to bed.
It's probably falls asleep when you do that. She's out. She
Okay,
did so much running today. It's unbelievable.
I know. Me too.
She almost died once in a spiky pit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Flint nearly,
she's out.
Flint nearly got trapped in a fucking a maze for eternity.
Oh yeah, that and almost got killed by a fan. She almost got blendered. She just got skewered and then blendered.
They got traumatized by her mother.
Oh yeah, it's been a trip.
I have been traumatized by several friends being brought back to life and then tried to kill me.
It's the way that like she had a normal conversation conversation with Ozzo in the middle of the fight. That sets me. I think it's the most traumatizing part.
You know, your father never really loved you, but
My stepfather.
that wasn't me saying that. That was more.
I know.
That was me imitating my mother. Okay, so yeah, no, I'll take you up to bed. I'm honestly probably gonna sit in your room because comfort. Wait, Lily, I don't think I can sleep. Well, I can sleep,
Oh.
but I would be up at 5 a.m. to be honest.
Yeah.
Um,
You don't need a full 8 hours either.
no, I only need 4. You guys need 8.
Yeah. Need sleep, gang.
Of the that she was do anything at 5 in the morning, Clint. I'll just.
I mean,
I probably am just gonna go like, nothing really spectacular. I'm just gonna go downstairs and like set up a full course breakfast for everybody as a victory
like
meal.
4 hours to set up. I'm here for it.
He is making a very elaborate breakfast. He is also checking on the condition of the house that we had been away from for. Really, it's only been
Check
2
on the
days.
sheep. Check
It
on
was-
the sheep.
It's only been 2 days. I also do have to check on the sheep because
They might be dead.
that is a great question, Jack. Dear God,
Our
these sheep have been deboned. It has been the chupacabra.
The chupacabra.
I mean,
I get.
they're out of food. Other than that, they're okay.
I mean, I can just go grab some reserved food for them that we have.
They also need water. So, like,
I will go over and take the canteen and go to the lake nearby. Also say hello to the mermaid that I brought back, and just give them water.
okay.
That's if she's well. Doesn't that lake connect to a river? So that's if she's even in the lake.
I mean, the lake is more of her comfort place that is close to us, and she wanted to at least get away from them. And literally, we were the ones who saved her twice now.
Well, we kind of forced her into that position.
I thought it would. Well, we fucked up the first time, but second time we got her out of it.
No, don't bring me into this. This we.
We is the group, not we as in I. I mean, I guess I would also check on her if she is there to see if she's alright. Because who knows, she may have accidentally gone downriver and met up with fucking.
The maiden. They need besties,
Yeah.
though. I feel like.
I don't think they would be I mean, they would probably
They
both be.
spill the tea.
I mean, they probably would, but even still. I mean, that's a put together Leviathan monster woman, and, you know,
Yeah.
and a mermaid.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna hit the long button.
Anyway, she's still. Yeah, she's there. Cause she's still like it's only been like you said a couple of days. She's probably still trying to get her over her
Trauma.
Yeah.
Feel that, girl. Feel that.
You know, I will literally just like give her some comfort and then take some water pails and go back, fill up the damn.
Some comfort,
like,
you say? Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
no.
no. She's already had enough of that kind of comfort. Like, dear God, that girl has been through way too much.
Serious, tenderly sexual.
I mean,
God.
it's just kind of how their society runs. I can't really.
I mean, yes, it is how they run, but I think
That's
that girl
exactly
also.
how it runs.
I don't know. I mean, dear God, I'm not going to get into it. I mean, Flint can technically breathe the water.
No.
Anyway.
No.
Yeah.
No.
No, we're not going there. Anyways,
You like a fist in the face.
but yes, I will basically do some of the menial task around the home and then cook, essentially for like 3 hours a elaborate breakfast. I guess who's waking up first? I'm a bet Stitch is waking up.
Probably. Stitch is normally one of the first ones up.
Relatively so.
Probably Stitch and probably Oz. Oz probably had a nightmare to wake her up, which is great.
Yeah, you're just snuggling your wall. I think it's your walrus, whatever your.
Manatee, thank you very much. Have a nice
Yes.
day.
Yes, Flint made sure to put the manatee in your arms and sleep.
Well, she really got that for Tick, but yeah.
I mean, I think it was. Didn't I think it's also a comfort item for you as well.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine Wex just kind of pops up out of nowhere behind Flint, like, "What are you doing?"
Honestly, yeah, that makes sense.
It's sort of
Sounds like
dry.
Because it just pops out going, smells good, and just sits down.
Yeah, just no. I imagine Flint sitting at the table, and then like Flint looks away for 1 second, looks back, Wex at the table. Smells
Wex is at the
good.
table with a full plate of food.
And I just kind of I blink twice, just look at him, and then just shrug and continue.
Good morning.
Flint also had to prepare extra because Umbra requires.
Who's Umbra?
Umbra requires the biggest of meals.
I'll be
Yeah.
right back.
He went
Go
through some
ahead.
shit.
Dear God.
Just imagine Oz coming down with like her bed head that she always has, and her hair is.
No, yeah, just not no longer. She doesn't have her usual hair braid. It's just like frizzy and out there, just like.
Oh, a little
Morning.
bit, yeah. There's some like natural curl to it. She's like,
Flint just kind of smiles, liking the curls on your hair. Because I mean, at Flint's standard, like, yeah, he kind of his hair is very straightened, but if it's not taken care of, it is basically he turns into like anyone who has stuck their hand on a electromagnet that just caused the crazy out there spiky hair.
oh no.
What?
Bro needs a haircut.
No, he doesn't need a haircut. Have you known any elves to really have like super short hair or anything?
I don't know, not really.
Anything below like shoulder length?
It could be a vibe.
Not that I know of. Most elves are like long ponytail type hair.
Oh yeah, no, I know.
It's just that Flint's hair catches on fire occasionally. Now it doesn't, so he can just like let it be.
Ends are like a little bit dead because of all the burning.
It just
I
stops
was like,
growing.
you need them, but just a trim.
Just no, just the where the ends of it are. Just they are so burnt and ashed to it that they just don't grow anymore.
Oh, that's not where your hair grows from.
I know. Magical bullshit reasons, yes.
Magical bullshit reasons. He has the same length hair for the rest of his life. Unless Oz cuts off the dead ends in his sleep.
Oz cuts off his hair in his sleep is just like
Not all of it, just the dead ends.
I mean even if still I don't know.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back. We were just chatting bullshit. So yes, elaborate breakfast and very gigantic plate of meat for Umber outside. Like giant anime Luffy style, just plate of meat.
Just a big meat stick.
No, actually maybe. It's like, where did you find the brontosaurus to get this meat from?
Yes.
Okay. Well, lovely breakfast. I hate that we don't have. We have a little bit until Midna gets here to actually play the character.
Mm.
I'm sure they're very
And
close.
we've got 4 minutes.
Maybe a bit longer. Who knows?
No, last time they came in like.
Never mind. They just came online.
I told you.
Dear God.
I have a no.
You have summoned.
I have a tracking device on Midna. Little do we know.
Dear God.
They don't know how they got it, but it's there.
I think also in the night I would have gone over to the graves to see if they were disturbed. At least on the walk. I would have just gone to see if they were disturbed and or like the bodies of our friends were actually taken from there, and these are not just like secondarily made corpses that can house their souls.
Wait, you're gonna dig them up?
I mean, yes. It was mainly just to, I mean, I can just reconstitutedly bury them again. It's just more like to see if these were the real them or the false bodies that had their souls implanted.
You're gonna.
Okay, when you dig up the graves, you will find that the bodies are still in there.
I knew it.
That's so morbid, dude. Why would you? Like, I get why.
Flint needs so much closure right now.
I don't know.
Anyways, he will take the 2 bodies of them and just bury them next to the other ones.
Double graves!
Not on top of them, but like if you go over like 10 feet, dig again, 2 more graves, this time unmarked.
Be great for a garden. Great. Fertile soil.
Yes. Listen, I have to grow my like sun-dried cherry tomatoes somewhere.
You're gonna grow sun-dried?
I mean, with Flint's fiery touch, yes. Oh God. But yeah, no, just I'll do that. It also empties out the 2 spare bodies of them and not Stitch's brother.
Gotcha.
And I still have our
yeah.
doctor. Well, for Ash, I literally just turned her back into Ash and then put her in the jar, which I'm going to put.
That's so bad.
Not a jar, but an urn. Basically, I'm putting the urn on top of the fucking mantle.
God.
You don't want to put her ashes near the grave site? Her grave site? No, not her and Reggie's grave site.
I'm not gonna go ransack her gravesite. That's my church. I can't do that.
I don't know, man.
I'm not gonna go disrespect the gravesite of the town. This is our personal land out here.
True.
Dear God. Anyways.
Oz is just munching. She's happy. She's content now.
Okay,
Yeah,
I need to ask Pin where they want to put their character at. Is the like what place do you want to be at, Pin?
Just knocked on the door.
Hello. Have you heard about our Savior, our Lord and Savior, blah blah blah?
Our Lord and Savior Fury. Hands out of
Well, they would have
pants.
been. Well, I did say like they would have been sent by like Navis. So yeah, they'd knock on. They could just knock on the door.
Oh, was it Navi you picked?
Yeah.
I mean, it's up to you, but like I wanted to at least have a choice and the matter.
Either knock on the door, or they're in the Lord's manor already, asking where that these people live. No Navi, they forget to give the address.
Okay. Oh god. I imagine Flint just looks somehow, even though he's rested, somehow just tired in general.
I'll make you eat down and get so you can actually eat and enjoy something.
No, he'll sit down and actually enjoy his meal that he's made. Hey, yo.
What?
I heard a zip, and I was like, who's copied me?
Oh, and some dice were rolled. That's scary.
I don't know. But, I don't know, I heard someone go, and I was just like, wait a second, who was that?
Is that an actual zip, or are you doing that with your mouth?
That's my mouth.
Okay, that's genuinely impressive. That's a 9 out of 10.
Only a
that
nine.
was a
What?
Okay, I am having some difficulty finding
Ben's
your
character?
yeah. Just
Oh,
because I
yeah.
saw the NPCs, I typed in. Okay. He told me
I-O-N.
he told me it's AON.
No, I-O-N.
Okay, I typed it. Okay, I put your name wrong.
Only Omar.
Every time.
Oh, I could have sworn it said A.
I'm not even giving you hard names yet.
Oh god, okay. Giraffe,
I
how
heard you
weird,
in Welsh.
how weird would it be if Flint, instead of just calling you Oz, he called you Mira instead?
That wouldn't be bad. She wouldn't care.
It would just be a very different thing.
I don't think she'd get used to it after a while, though. I think she'd take her a minute because normally people call her Oz. That's why.
But yeah,
No,
it-
thank you. Mind.
Yeah.
hear a very loud, audible knock at the door. Ow.
My knuckles. Anyways, I'll get it.
Is that it? Okay.
Climbs over table.
Climb, steps over Wex.
Yeah.
That's
Dear.
my hand is bleeding. Knocking sounds right there. But
I just kind of open the door, see person with demon hooves or like demon horns, and I just like I reach forward, slowly close the
Put the foot in between the door.
What is it?
Who are you? Why are you here? Huh?
I'm saying you're Flint, right?
Yes. Why are you here, and who are you?
I'm a friend of Navi's.
He's just gonna.
They sent me over here after they went back to the town.
welcome. There's still breakfast.
Fuck it. Okay, then. Yeah,
Yeah,
welcome inside.
Can I insulate this?
Go right ahead.
Flint is just like, I am done.
I am here to take your soul. Anyway.
19!
They're not lying.
You would forget your man has like excessively good
It's not high
insight.
enough to get past their passive. But they're not lying.
I was gonna say you forget Flint has like insanely good like
I
insight.
think it's perception.
What's your passive insight?
Passive insight is 23.
We match.
Oh, is
Yeah,
We match.
my perception is 33.
Yeah, no one's using that. Yes, they do want to apologize for leaving right before the big fights.
No, they have their own things they need to take care of.
Mina!
Stitch, you have arrived. You've missed so much bullshit.
throughout my life I thought you said bitch.
I did not say bitch. I, would
I
never
know you
do
didn't say bitch, but in a second.
And then there's this asshole.
that. That's quite literally how we introduced this new character.
Ah, fuck.
The bitch
Knock on
has
the door.
arrived.
Knocks on door, sees a woman with demon horns, slowly closes door.
Puts your
Turns
leg.
around.
door and
Pushes their way in.
no, just puts leg in. Doesn't come in until you say that they can come in, but they just put the leg in. Like, no, let me introduce myself.
And your name is?
My name is Ione.
Okay.
Don't worry, I'm not a demon. I'm just a tiefling.
No, I already figured that.
Well,
Listen, to be honest, we're not exactly well put off by demons at this point. One of our best friends is quite literally a demon.
Fair enough.
yep, works for Fury herself.
Yes. He also apparently got laughed in the face of by the woman herself.
Not surprised, it's Fury.
But to be honest, the dragon has her own worries more than anything else. I
Oh,
really worry. She just does not give a fuck.
are you hungry?
Yes, I have not eaten at all in my travels so far. But I stopped in a few towns and ate, but other than that, not really.
Points over at the spawn table. I have quite literally made enough food to feed a small army. Take your pick.
It just has whatever's on there. It just has a little bit of each.
Extreme amount of eggs, bacon, ham. Basically, your breakfast galore that you could find, except for Umbra, who outside has a giant bone mixed with a meat in the middle. Somehow, Flint found a bone that was 10 times the size of him.
Damn, 10 times the size of Umbra?
No, of Flint.
Just in general.
So about 2 times the size of Umbra.
Alright. Yeah, but they'll have mostly just bacon and eggs.
By the way, you didn't notice the giant dog when you walked in, right?
Yes, but Navi did warn me about them.
Yeah.
That's why I knocked on the door. I assumed this was the right place when I saw giant wolf.
And so, how do you know Navi?
An old friend. That's why
Sure.
they went on adventuring.
Okay, let's go with that.
Well, technically I worked for them, but...
Oh, so they were an employer of yours.
Someone works for that crazy mouse?
I mean, we work for a crazy
They
elf.
called my former employer and friend crazy, but you're not wrong.
I mean,
You're not
I mean-
wrong.
We worked for a crazy elf. I don't exactly see what's wrong with that.
yeah, I guess.
And currently a bit of a man-child. Not
I mean-
actually, but
In particular,
You can't-
is that any different than anything we've really been doing for the most part for working for people? I mean, so far,
No.
as far as I understand, the work order has so far been the crazy man-child's father, crazy mage, his disciple, which then proceeded to become the Reaper of Death, and, then Navi by extension working with us.
also in the same point.
And also working with another group who were crazy enough to beseech the dragons, then ferried us to another continent for so.
We beseeched the dragons before as well.
Aye, but never to be really dragged to another continent for it.
No, but we did drag a dragon from another continent to here to help us.
I suppose that's fair.
The dragon also ended up sleeping with half the town, including myself.
Navi never told me anything about that.
They weren't around for it. Only I
No,
was.
this was only me and her were back. This was way back in, I'd say,
A long time ago.
6 months ago.
Ah. Seems like y'all have gone on many adventures.
Yeah, quite a lot.
A good amount, yes.
I mean, currently now there is a crater in the middle of the continent due to us having to intervene with something. We did not inadvertently cause it, but a mad scientist decided to say, fuck it, I'm blowing everything up.
I think they will insight you on that one a little bit.
Yeah, you will see he's completely telling you the truth. There is no lie to the words. You have terrible insight.
Honestly, little hard to believe.
He's using hyperbole.
Little hard to believe. They blew up a hole in the middle of a continent, but the continent's still here!
How did it not sink to the bottom of the ocean yet?
Oh. Again, that's as low as I could get without rolling a nat one.
Uh-huh.
Okay. But yes, besides that, we've accidentally wiped out an entire town of Minotaurs at one point.
Yeah, I'll take full blame for that one.
That was mainly you, yes.
That was
Uh,
mainly me.
We also did go back and kill another dragon and said dead Minotaurs as well.
Ah.
Oh, and remember the Incubus?
When was it? When was the Incubus?
This house. How do you think we got this place?
Oh, right, the guy who tried to charm the pants off you that we killed.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, that was
That's
like.
one way to the house.
Stitch will just look over to the newcomer. You'll have to forgive them. They tend to go on rants of their expeditions, of
You make
the
it sound
craziness
old,
we've been dealing with.
We
But
have
also-
done quite too much.
You make it sound like old
Who's
man
wrong?
in the tavern.
I mean, in fairness, everything we've done in the past few months has been pretty crazy.
I am
I mean,
also
literally
older
what
than-
we just did today. And she kind of looks at the group with like the look of like it wasn't a day, but today was like what we just did was pretty much something I think that might go down in the history books once we kind of properly spell the word of it.
I mean, we did technically leave our mark on the world.
Literally.
Yes. I mean, in the same point, you forget that I am older than almost all of you.
That's a you problem.
That's more just a general statement.
I know. I'm sorry.
Stitch kind of just like puts a hand up. For now.
I mean, I could at least make it to 500, but I know you can go further.
She will nod. Anyways, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Pleasure's all mine.
I mean, at least we didn't talk about the sea serpent mermaid, which...
Okay, we don't. Okay, then. You just brought her up.
I don't believe I caught your name. My name is Stitch. Stitch
Ah.
Xenocross. Pleasure to meet you.
Ione, pleasure to meet you as well. And Navi says thank you for knocking some sense into her.
Of course.
She needed it. A lot.
Have they been managing their touch of the silver moon well?
Yes, they're getting better and better at it.
George, or Stitch will actually smile to that. Good. I'm glad to hear.
Oh yeah, that's right.
The whole she'll make fake werewolf claws thing.
What? Huh?
You know, her werewolf, rat, mouse, like lycanthropy thing.
Yeah, yeah, it's her lycanthropy.
That's why I was just reminiscing a bit. Sorry, I was thinking back to the time we quite literally we had the help of a dragon defeat an entire 100,000 orc army.
Yeah, we don't have to talk about that.
Small round of applause.
I died during that. We don't have to talk about that.
I'm not going to, I'm just sorry.
Okay. Bad memory.
How is that? Oh yeah, that what? Well, no, you didn't die. You died before that happened.
But still.
No.
I'm Osmira Fulber, by the way. You can just, I'll just completely fine, by the way.
Nice to meet you all. And then turns to Rex. So I assume you're Rex.
Pleasure to meet you.
His face full of food.
Yep. Yeah, basically.
And yeah, you already know I'm Flint, but yes, proper name is Philnar Greymore. You can call me Flint. Everyone does. As akin to, I am a little bit of a pyromaniac.
Ah,
Okay, a little is a bad word for it. Okay.
I have quite literally burned down an entire forest. Oh no, I burned down half of one. Then rainfall and God's will got in the way.
Oh my god.
What?
Was warned you do like fire.
I mean, it's more. Probably shouldn't get into the proper
Not
reasoning
his
right
first
now.
love is fire.
No, it is not. It is not really.
Fire
A,
loves you.
it is not even love. It's more of a coping mechanism, I guess.
Hey, that's fair enough.
Oh, never mind.
Forgive
Go
me
ahead.
if I spaced out a little bit while we were traveling back here. Did I miss anything else of importance?
No,
No.
we
Let's
have
see.
more-
Well, yes. I had to basically borrow you and the bag of holding that you had, put both of you in mine that was empty, and then we basically used Dimension Door to get out of the cage. And before Kilo was dragged away, he got us a teleportation circle back to town, which I had to call the headmasters to allow us to use.
Stitch just wide eyes for a moment. Well, I guess we have more than one blessing from Necroth then, considering, she looks down at her belt, looks at the unexploded bag of holding, looks back to you.
No,
No,
I
no,
did
no.
not. I did not put your. I did not put your bag of holding in the other one. I am not that stupid. No, I took off your bag of holding, put it to my side, put both of you in mine, and we're good.
Ah, right. Okay, that makes more sense.
Yes, I thought I explained that properly, but yes.
No, you didn't. And that's okay.
There was lack of context, but good to know.
When is that not like a context?
Usually when I describe things.
True.
I was just trying so hard not to laugh at that.
So, now that the bastard's out of the picture, at least for the foreseeable future, what are our current goals going forward besides trying to make way to the right side of the continent once we have some sufficient rest?
Well, besides that, we need to strengthen our board and guard with the township here, especially since there's an army on the ways this way.
Yes. Just about a
So,
month still, but we'll have time to travel to rally the other cities of the country.
Well, there's the Githyanki over towards the west. There's the several on the far eastern side of the continent.
That's
We
more
can-
clothes.
We can probably get the help of the gnomes now due to us taking out the
Oh,
destroyed the city of Elder Brain monsters and
yeah,
There's
well,
honestly
yeah.
a good chance we might be handsomely rewarded for our efforts of at least freeing them of the siege of defense they've been on for the past 2 months.
possibility. Quite the possibility.
Aren't they Leonin, too?
Yes, they were the other faction on the other side.
Leonin is
like-
with Aarakocra?
I mean, if worse comes to worse, we can request our demigod friend to come and help us.
Kilo?
Hmm?
You mean Kilo or Claire?
Clara.
Oh, I mean, she might be busy.
Depends. I mean, she's always up for a good fight.
I know. Who said people? I mean, we're fighting in a month, but
I mean,
Close
I'm not
to.
gonna.
About
I'm
a
not.
month and 3 days.
I'm not gonna request her to do it now. Just in general.
again, context.
Oh, you worry so much about the details.
Who is dragging something against the mic? David?
Oh, sorry.
It's like, what?
He's doing ASMR over there.
No, that was just me bored, and I like ran my fingernail across it.
Yeah, that is coming through clear.
Yeah, that is on the opposite side of. I understand it's like going through my mic stand, but that's like on the opposite side over here.
Well, I believe there's also the matter at hand of we might need to do some stock. I don't know about the rest of you, but I know a chunk of us probably have a chunk of our armaments that were damaged beyond repair once we were done with the doctor, given everything we kind of endured.
Yeah.
I also do need to take time to create or buy more potions as well. I have way too many.
I lost my Fire Fist gauntlets. They broke.
Well, those did unfortunately get destroyed in the ensuing battle.
I know. Very sad.
And in fairness, my gauntlets, the
Oh,
belts
actually,
that I was wearing,
I need to grab this back from Richard real quick, actually.
and the collar that Umbra was wearing, unfortunately, all broke.
Oh no.
Oh wait, no, that I forgot that actually the item actually got destroyed or
It did.
disappeared. That's very rare because actually no, that's one I still have on loan standby because we haven't been able to roll for that one yet.
Yeah. I also believe we still have a few things we need to sell. I know I have the pendant that I have. It's just a matter of finding a city that can actually exchange for it.
Which pendant?
Possibly the gnomes. The Amulet of the Plains.
What does that do again?
Inherently, it grants anybody the ability to use plane shift without attunement. However, this
Right.
comes at a cost. You have to be
Oh.
rather attuned to magic, as if you are not smart enough to channel it, it can misfire and teleport you to a plane that you're wanting to go to. But let's just say, if we do it wrong, we'll be doing another adventure to find all of ourselves again because we'll be scattered across another plane. AKA, if we fail, we get teleported to random locations on a plane.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah. The other thing is, that thing is worth 30k gold.
True. We
It
could gladly use it.
Yeah.
Oh, that means I can get rid of my oil because I don't need that.
I mean, yes, you definitely can. I mean, I'll take it here. It's more or less just going to be put to use in the lanterns around the home.
I had 14 things.
I know. I had given you quite a lot.
You did, and I have to buy more. That's why I said that.
Well, no, you don't
There's
need to
also
buy
the
them.
matter of the excess that I collected from the fight with the doctor, which, speaking of
What?
which, I might need to empty a few things out of the bag, as we do have a few bodies of our companions.
Well, yes, I already have
Okay.
to. But I actually already took the liberty of those two and took them out there. Note this: those are not the bodies we buried.
Oh, so he made duplicates then.
Yes, he did. However, I did do the kindness and bury those two.
Hmm. Was the blade that Abby had...
It was not his.
I don't think it rained today.
Really? So
No,
it's a
I-
separate one.
Yes, it's a replica or a different alternative similar made. His is still up.
The one I have?
The succubus kiss that you have is not the one that he had.
Alright,
Hmm.
well, I hope I don't get fucked over.
Yes. Also, they'll point to the count. It'll point up on the mantle behind them, where you will see a urn. Ash is also buried in there for the time being as well.
Hmm.
I still have the mayor's body, and we still also have your brother's.
Yes, there is the matter of that as well.
I
I
mean, if
might
you
need to have a talk with Rick about that. I
about what?
might have a
Throws
solution.
up every now and then.
It just might mean I don't have a gift for Gizmo anymore.
But no.
What do you mean?
Well, there was another thing that I found during our time with the Siren that wasn't just the poison. As you'll see, Stitch kind of start reaching around her bag and start checking for an item. And after about a minute, you'll see her pull out this probably very gaudy looking scroll. I found this in the Siren's lair, and she permitted me to keep it as she told me that it was something she couldn't make use of anymore. It's a scroll of clone.
I see. Are you saying his body is too far beyond repair?
Stitch will literally reach inside the bag of holding, bring out the waterlogged fucking version of Zane that literally is just one for one Kite from Hunter x Hunter. Looks to you, looks back, looks to you. I'm pretty sure this body I could break right now just lifting it.
Okay. Note this. Is it missing any of its organs and or body parts?
What are you planning? That sounds creepy.
Well, if he's been dead longer than 10 days, less than
The
10
body's
days...
still alive.
Oh, right.
Yeah, he's still
Yeah,
alive.
that's
It's just his body is beyond recovery of... When we medically checked it, or I medically checked it when I was checking for a pulse, the body is still alive. It's just, if I were to put his soul back in the body, he would basically just be comatose and permanently brain dead.
Okay, I would like to note this. Cobard. Do I know how the main power level of the current headmaster of the wizarding school? Basically, do I know what level he is?
One of them did. Me and Elizabeth both.
Cobard is muted, so no.
Doesn't move.
We might have stepped away.
Sorry, sir. I was gonna ask him because we could ask him, the leader of there, to make a copy of the scroll. And
Oh, buddy, this is an 8th level spell. They aren't copying it. Not that easily. We'd have to spend an arm. We'd have to spend an arm and a leg for that. I don't think we need a copy.
quite literally points to bag with several like tens of thousands of gold.
That is true, but at the same time, it's like, God, the time that's going to take to copy clone proper, because it's like, we're going to have to burn the scroll for them to make a copy, and then get the ability to do so, and then more money to do it again.
I would also say on the point of they might already have it.
I don't know about that. Like, 7th tier and above is like shit you find, like, literally like we did with the Siren of, like, these are lost treasures to time.
Considering on the point, though, they have the capacity to have teleportation and similar acolytes to banish a item that is more or less a great evil of unleashing potential to a different plane.
I mean, yeah, those are great feats, but that there's a difference of being able to copy the wish spell and being able to teleport somebody. Because one of those is within the realm of what is available, and the others are literally lost secrets to time.
I mean,
Like,
yeah.
there's a pretty stark difference there in Tier of Magic.
Sorry, Cobalt rolled
take
something
care.
for me here.
I guess it gets back to some extent. Still just muted.
I know. I just took a D4 of dumbass damage. What happened here?
No,
Okay, what was the roll for?
don't worry about it.
I'm going to worry about it.
Okay,
that's-
Cobart, to catch you up, would there be a person in the school or the library, or what Avik was asking of, would they be able to copy clone or have an option to or another scroll? Which I personally think probably not, considering clone is 8th level.
No, they don't have that ability.
Yeah,
Right?
They don't have anyone around that capacity. Okay.
yeah.
The 3 is how many children Tick is having.
What?
Oh, no, that's the stand. Who the fuck put my dog? She's
Well,
with
see,
the orcs.
See, that's the funny thing about being a kobold. She didn't.
I know, but still.
It was close.
Autumn's 22. She's too young to be a grandma.
We were gone for like 2 days. Yes, and I had 14 children. Oh, fuck.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of.
That's
That's all it really takes for kobolds. It's just like, I was only gone from like a day or two.
That's my threats are gonna become a promise in a minute.
Anyway.
Dear God.
Look of light.
So, back to what I was originally saying, I might have Rick look into it and might assist him with it. If I'm not mistaken, the little bit I do know, as I do remember at least the little bit I understood of the scroll, and what Gizmo had said about having once encountered it himself but not being able to keep it. As long as we have the necessary materials, which the scroll provides most of it, and I have the other component it doesn't have, I should in theory be able to make a spare body for him to put his soul back into.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a matter of performing it properly, which I will probably need to borrow Rick for.
I mean, yes.
I mean, might be worthwhile in the sense of, A, I get my brother back, but B, we have a strong ally, albeit he will have to reacquire a lot of his spells. Most of them will be gone.
Does remind me. Do you think that the big fellow's wife is, well, being able to be revived yet?
Stitch just kind of looks at you. I mean, I believe the last time we heard from Kilo that it was taken care of.
Figured I'd ask to make sure, because I'd rather not have him find out that we fought him and somehow, even though we defeated him, that he's not able to get his wife back. That is one scary orc I do not want to go against.
I think he'd be more upset that we fought without him.
Probably still, but even in the end.
I think in the matter of both, they dealt with it previously, but also now that he is gone and she wasn't acting as an active conduit anyways, I believe they should be fine. I mean, Kiana should be able to say more on that, considering she was the one finalizing the fact of removing any essence remaining from her body from... or removing any of his essence from her body. So
I just
she
feel...
should have covered that.
I know, I also don't want to go talk to Kiana now, because currently now all of us technically owe her 2 favors.
Well,
What?
it depends on the matter of how you phrased it, considering Umbra owes her a favor.
Yes, Umbra owes one, but since Umbra is part of the group, that is counted as a group favor, because we know it's not going to just be him dragged away for it. Same
Stitch
point.
just kind of looks to you. As far
look
as I
back.
understand, that's more a deal with his actual self, more than the power I'm able to draw from him, considering, sure, she looks out the window to just see Umbra, like, now just mawing on the bone, looks at her. And like a dog that's like being watched, continues to do so, just slightly slower, but still watching. I mean, he's powerful, but from what I understand, his actual body holds a lot more power than what we have here. So what I understand is that deals more between them more privately. Considering I don't really think there's anything his vessel could grant her.
Understanding within the same point as well, I still had to owe her a favor for going back to help you with that final bout.
Alright, I mean, we can address that as when she calls for it, considering it sounds like the two of you, from what I understand, made a very similar deal, but again, it kind of comes upon the point of when she wishes to call upon that.
Again, understanding of that. Last time she had us go help with such a kind of deal, she dragged us to go fight in a miniature war with the druid, the drow, and the giant spider woman who all of them turned into etherealness and disappeared. And then, half the party get their ass kicked by the giant orc man.
Yeah. And Soul's pretty scary too. And he is.
I mean, to be honest, it was quite terrifying to just see him quite literally.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
no,
I'm not
I've
saying
seen
that.
do that.
I'm
Destroy.
petrified of that,
No, I'm meaning more. I've never seen anyone quite destroy Umbra in any other way besides him. And
Not wrong.
I know. And he did it all within 6 seconds. That is horrifying.
That kobold certainly has found a powerful brother.
Yep, I do not disagree with you there. Okay, speaking on the point here, we have more or less today to relax or do what we need to. The house chores have been taken care of. I have been up for hours doing God knows everything. Same point. We have a body to deliver to the Lord so that he may give proper burial of his father. Or, actually, that does state, how long has the body of the father been dead?
That is a good question. Can we medically examine that to figure that out?
Well, that's if this is his actual body.
That is, well, he was kidnapped.
He was kidnapped, was contained there. No idea. Could be not.
You could attempt the medicine check.
Gladly. Does anyone want to give me advantage?
What do you have?
A 9.
Checking
Okay.
if I have proficiency. I do not.
I have proficiency. I have +8, but go ahead. You can get advantage from me.
Okay, I'll guidance as well on top of that.
Yeah, neither of us do. So there's no roll.
So, medicine roll. That is a 23 and a 9. Umbra, why are you checking a body you're not even looking at?
No, he's just curious.
Okay. So 23. How long has this body been, quote unquote, dead?
Probably long enough that only really like true resurrection or wish are going to be able to bring it back if you're thinking about bringing it back.
Technically, so no, the body has not been dead longer than this. The dead creature you touched alive, provided that it has been dead no longer than 10 days, if the creature's soul is both willing and liberated to rejoin the body.
Mm.
The body itself has not been dead longer than...
It's been a while, though. No, it's been a long
No,
time.
well, since he originally died, but the doctor took over his body, meaning the body was still an active, used corpse that was not dead.
I imagine it more of a dead body on puppet strings.
Yeah.
Alright.
All I'm going to say there is we don't know the machinations of what the doctor did
Yeah,
to break the
so I
rules
don't
of spells. So resurrection spells might have been ceased out the second he did his machinations into... I have multiple things that are acting as simulacrum clones all at once, all using same headspace information as a hive mind. So...
As much as we want the doctor back and his not the doctor.
Not the doctor.
As much as we want the Lord back and to get his man-child out of office.
I love how this has officially become his term.
Yes, because we don't know his name. We never asked.
No, we do know his
Stitch
name.
has-
I do know his name. I just prefer to call him a man-child.
Oz doesn't know.
Technically, I could do resurrection if I want to do him in the exact body as true resurrection.
Yeah, I
Either way, they're out of my capacity to do so.
maybe being fatherless will help the man-child grow.
Possibly. I mean, in terms, I can just go and reconstitute the body every week or so to give it a persistence in case we wish to
I
do so.
don't think that's smart. But
It is also among the duties of a priest to maintain the graveyards.
I thought you weren't the priest anymore. I thought you just were like part of the clergy.
No, I am. I have been the lead church. I've been the church leader for the past 20 years. It's just the adventures can take me away for holy duty, which has basically been how it's been treated. Be it intermittenary, to where it's been a few months in and out, and I have younger cohorts who run it in my stead to keep, the spreading word still around.
Right. So, to me, it sounds like we're wanting to possibly take today to rest then.
Yeah.
That was the
And do what we
idea.
need to do with around town.
Again, yes.
Alright. You'll see Stitch kind of raise her hand and kind of flick her finger as she will use the quick change ring to just kind of go down to her underclothes and pretty much just crop top shirt and very much shorts and just kind of like, well, nice to be out of the armor finally. God, you see her like crater her left fucking side where she got hit by a fucking meteor and just like, oh, yep, there's the bruise.
I have to get me one of those rings. Oh, that's so convenient.
Unfortunately, it only really works with armor.
Really? That's disappointing.
Unfortunately. Though there is, I believe, magical armor. There is magic clothing.
Oh, come on!
There is magical clothing that you can fashion to be whatever you want it to be, I believe. Though I don't know how much use you'd have of it, since it is still armor.
Yeah, I don't think I'll have any use to it.
Also, for the sake of the not one, yeah, Flint blushed whenever you decided to go into basically that.
I mean, she's not indecent, but, you know.
Oh, I know. I don't figure she's indecent, but still, it is a look, and it is a good look.
Oh, by the way, Eon, do you need any equipment or anything? We happen to have a little bit of spare from our recent expedition.
We also were going to go into town to check whatever's in stock.
I could use some. I did travel a bit light. Didn't know how long it was going to take me to get here.
Can you use armor?
Light armor, yes.
Really? We actually have some. I remember picking something up that might be of use to you if you'd like it.
Sure.
I'll put it in my actual inventory and then.
What?
Wait a minute.
Also, what do you do? Like, what's your thing?
That is a good question.
Just begins to talk in your head, Osmir. I can do this.
Oh, I hate that. Get out of my head.
Okay.
Trust me, there's quite a lot going in there.
Yeah,
I
you
can't
don't
read-
want to be in here. There's too much going on.
Don't worry, I cannot read your thoughts. I can just talk.
Thank God, you don't want to.
I mean, I believe I do have the spell to read your thoughts, but
Kindly do not for the sake of yourself.
I will not. Don't worry.
This stuff that guy doesn't even know.
That's probably a good idea, just as a foremost for most of this party. Stitch will, like, as she's handing you the breastplate, the chest piece, will put a hand on your shoulder and just, like, point, like, turns you around slightly. Most of all, don't do it with him. As she'll point to Umbra. Big regrets.
Oh, I thought you were going to point at Flint, like, very traumatizing.
She is also saying as she does that, she'll lean in. Just don't do it to the party. Most of us have been through a lot, and
No,
the main two are
No, I
rather-
kind of want to know what's going on in there.
most of us have dealt with a lot, and the main two are rather traumatized, even if they don't want to admit it.
Just going through. Just going.
You can look
through
at
all
my
the
head, I don't
spells.
care.
It's like, oh no, don't worry. I don't have it. I don't think I've actually learned that one. I didn't really need to. Navi was an open book.
No, just
Stitch
imagine
just
it.
nods. You're not wrong.
I don't know why I'm imagining if they did, they just look into Flint's mind. It is just constant fire.
Yeah.
Just burning.
Fire, Oz. Fire, Oz.
Yeah, quite literally fire, Oz, Stitch, fire, Oz.
Flint just sitting in the middle of the room with a fucking chair, hands up, like fucking the room's on fire, and just like in one hand to the shoulder, like or to his like face, the other hand just holding a picture. It's just his thoughts of both Oz and like the little bit creeping in the corner of Stitch. That's it.
It's holding a giant question mark.
No, I imagine it's just like Flint sitting in there. On his shoulders is just Osmira being bigger and comforting. On the other end is just Stitch being just standing there, slowly creeping forward.
Well, that should be of some use. It should keep you protected. Honestly, probably the best thing you could have for someone who's more, I'm assuming, magically inclined, given your composition of your person.
I mean, you did state you can read into minds. What exactly are you, a caster? Do you like?
I'm a sorcerer.
Oh.
It has been way too long since we had one of those, and the last one. Not going
Abernath,
into that.
if you're wondering.
Nope, not going to go into that. Okay. Nope, nothing.
Thanks for later, not right now.
Old friends that we used to know, kind of deal. It's been several months since we've had a sorcerer.
Matchman. Are you able to take more attunement? Or I believe we have a spare ring of protection if you're wanting that as well.
Somewhere.
So that's up to you.
I mean, I have I have fully open attunement, so
Would you care for a intense staff that would allow you to do plenty of insanity-like things?
sure.
Flynn will reach into the bag of holding and pull out a giant staff, basically wrapping together, kind of looking like a centralized. Best way I can describe it: a centralized Sauron eye in the middle of it.
Nice.
For those who like to see this.
Mm-hmm. Oh yes, that.
I mean, I have no particular use for it, and quite literally so, I can already do majority of the things this item can do, except for special bits like the fate weaving and all.
I think all these are actually new spells for me.
This also does provide a +1 bonus to your armor class, your saving throw, and your spell attack rolls.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, this is mainly wielding it as a magical quarterstaff. Which, like I said, I would not find use in it, but if you would prefer, I can give it to you.
I would be greatly appreciative.
Of course. I do have this orb that I'm mainly going to get rid of. I can sense some kind. I can sense a
Did you
great
get it
evil.
checked?
What, the staff or the orb?
The orb that you took from the doctor.
No, but
He has 2 orbs on him. Sorry.
no, I haven't checked that one.
The other one I think was destroyed when he took himself, but we did
No.
manage to
Rob,
continue
you
on.
have a different orb, don't you, Flynn?
Picks up pocket. The orb he swiped off the doctor disintegrates in hand. Picks up the other one. That's just one I found around there that kind of just popped into my bag,
All right.
which is why I worried and kind of don't want it.
Can't really fault that. I guess as a question then, Kerbert, if the orbs for the doctor didn't turn out to be much, since I do have semi-control of Rick, could I have Rick identify what that wand of dragon power I found was from the experimental room?
The wand of dragon power?
Yeah, I found a wand that had like draconic energy radiating off of it. It was a magic item of some kind, and it was radiating draconic energy, but we didn't have the time to really double check it because we were trying to be conservative.
Yeah. Hold on.
So-
One moment.
It's all good.
I have to
Yeah, it was specifically
reflag
the
this
one-
thing.
Yeah, it was the one specifically before like the third fight. It was in the room with all the experimental glyphs and shit. And for sakes, I will have him expend a use of Identify. Because hooray. Oh. No wonder I haven't had him done this before. I just never gave it to a spell list. Allow me to fix this. Because this is a useful thing to have as an arty. I love that I type in ID and it gives... it's not the first thing that pops up, but it is like one of the few that do immediately show up. Show me your Artificer ID. There we go.
I'm looking at my sheet. I'm like looking like make sure it's going in right, and I just see my saving throws because I'm within 30 feet of you, and I'm like, what the hell is this?
Stitch. Mm-hmm. Ain't it saucy?
Yeah, the 13 charisma saving throw is nice and saucy, and the plus 11 con.
Yeah.
Tasty.
Great.
Oh, we gotta switch back all our saving throw stuff over.
Yeah. Flint's good. I don't think Wex ever did it, so yeah.
No,
I
because
think
he
it's just
lost
for-
it. remember?
The Aegis benefit for the saving throw bonuses. Because we ended up having to remind you a bunch for it, so I think you're good.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I'd never changed my actual HP and stuff. Like I didn't put it in there.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
I mean, if you offer it, Ione will accept the ring.
That's on Flint for the ring of protection.
Yeah.
Probably for the best. It was either going to be something we gave to Rick's metal companion to help them endure a bit more. We sell it, so.
I mean, if you want to save it for that, you can. I do have money where I could buy myself one.
I mean, we'll be fine. Well, we're gonna have a lot of money to be working with. Honestly, a big problem we've been dealing with for a while has been a place to actually be able to sell it properly, considering this city, while it has its magical capabilities and we can sell lower end things here, we weren't really able to sell everything because of limitation of how much they can accept within a set amount of time. And then there's the matter of the Gnome City, which is probably our best candidate, but because of the siege that they've been withholding against the Doctor, they've been expending everything they have to make sure that they can withstand that, and even then they were still struggling.
Makes sense, makes sense.
Who is Rick holding the one?
Stitch is holding the one. She is
If
holding it
you're
up to
holding
him.
the one,
Yes.
the one will begin to glow at the tip.
Like it's responding to it?
It's responding to you, yeah.
Hmm. Okay. I mean, sounds about right. Still, yeah, no, he'll identify it to learn what the fuck this thing is.
Alright,
I forgot.
he's
how
casting
to-
Identify?
Yes. I schmentify.
Okay, I have to check something real quick. Okay, so can... Alright, cool. Alright. Okay.
Turns out, random choice to keep, random choice to keep random thing found is like, oh yeah, by the way, that's like an artifact. It's like, oh?
It's not an artifact, but it is a legendary item.
Oh shit!
Let's see here.
Oh.
It's about to become a god.
Well, depending on the name of that item, an arcane spellcaster or cleric of Bahamut.
No, you're not arcane. No, well,
No, no one's arcane.
no, I'm arcane spellcaster, but I'm not a
Are
dragon.
you
Technically.
Warlocks are arcane.
Mm.
Yeah, warlocks.
Oh,
are.
Yeah,
So I technically can attune to it. So we have 3 people who can.
And technically artificers as well.
Yes. Yeah,
Um,
artificers are the cheaters of everything. They can just say attunement. What's that?
So,
Wait, Paladin arcane?
what is this? What is this
a bit
item
of a
do?
read,
Paladin's
so I'm gonna be
divine.
kind of breaking up a little bit.
It's all good. This ornate wand is a great focus for arcane spellcaster. It has carved motif for Saint George defeating the dragon. Most of the time, this wand has no magical powers. However, whenever the wand is within 100 yards of a dragon or dragonborn, it springs to life. The wand will start to glow at the tip. When this happens, the wielder may use the wand as a directional finder for the triggering dragon. By holding out the wand and turning it in a circle, the wielder can discover the general direction of the draconic being. When the wand is pointed directly in the direction of the dragon, the light becomes stronger. When the wand is pointed away from the dragon, the light becomes dimmer. Oh, okay, so it's a magical finder for dragons and dragonborn. Okay. Once the wand is activated by the presence of dragon creatures, magic within wand's mechanisms. When the wand is used as a focus to cast a damage-dealing spell at a draconic being, with a roll to hit mechanism, the wand will inflict 2d10 additional damage as per an arrow of dragon slaying. Should the wielder of the wand shoot a damaging dealing spell and deals a damage type the dragon is immune to or resistant, the wand will convert the energy into a type the dragon is affected by. For instance, if a caster targets a red dragon, Firebolt, the wand will transform the spell to damage to frost or thunder, product, or another damage type. The wielder and any ally within 20 feet of the wand wielder are immune to the dragon fear. Should a spell-casting dragonborn attempt to use a spell with a similar effect to the wielder, said spell will automatically fail.
Resist all draconic breath weapons, not just the damage type itself. For instance, if you're a red dragon and wizard minion of the dragon, both the attack and wielder will have resistance to the dragon's fiery breath, but not against the wizard's firebolt cast by the hero. Any draconic being who is physically attacked by the one wielder must make the roll at disadvantage. They should land with the claw or weapon attack, and the wielder may use a reaction against it to trigger a dragon with any cantrip. Hit the roll mechanism, the spell will automatically deal an extra 2d10. This dragon is a normal attack spell. Once this triggering effect is done to a dragon has perished or fled a distance of 100 yards away, the wand will return to an otherwise unenchanted wand.
And then last one.
Attunement to this one is rather interesting. One not active requires no. It will automatically attune to the wielder, spellcaster, or cleric of Bahamut. This attunement will override the current attunement of the least powerful magic item the wielder is attuned to if all attunement slots are in use. Should this situation come to a Dungeon Master's call, the DM should consider the attuned item that is least useful to a dragon fight. The attunement is disrupted. Once the wand returns to normal, the attunement slot reopens, and the wielder may reattune to said magic item. This wand will not trigger against a silver, gold, or platinum dragon. It will, however, trigger on copper, steel, bronze, and cobalt dragons. It will also trigger on a dragonborn of any heritage. If the wielder of this wand is in the presence of a dragon they might not desire to kill, they must make a wisdom saving throw DC 15 to avoid the wand or forcing them to attack the dragon. This roll is only made one time per day. So, in other words, it's a damn good thing that I'm the one holding it.
Yes.
Yes.
I see. Huh. I mean, that's super cool. It's a really good anti-dragon thing to have. But the wand compels you to attack them thing is a little, And there's kind of the problem of I don't really know if there's a place we could ever really genuinely sell this thing, like, for a legendary. I mean, let's see.
Probably a store out there that has enough gold to buy a legendary item.
Yeah, this is like a I give to Kiana kind of thing. And that's probably the like this is a trade to High Dragon kind of thing, and even then they might be offended by this particular one. So
I mean, like, no, the Doctor, he probably literally made this thing specifically just to deal with the lore.
mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, I kind of get that vibe from it, considering it was literally in his experimental room of runes and shit that were, you know, spanning the different courses of generations and eons of different designs and powers that were all expended. So, I mean, yeah, I'm not surprised. Okay, so let me read that last part. If the wielder's wife is in the presence of a dragon that they might not desire to kill, they must make a wisdom saving to avoid the wand forcing them to attack the dragon. Okay, so it's specifically dragon, not dragonborn. It can still sense out dragonborn, but the wand will force you to attack if it's a dragon.
Mm.
So technically,
Meaning
Stitch
don't have
is
thick
fine.
around.
Yeah. Well, Stitch also counts as a dragon, is the thing.
Stitch does count as a dragon. So, like,
Yeah. And unfortunately, I'm kind of in a weird classification of I am. Let me double check. I'm pretty sure I'm still one of the types that can be targeted.
Are you bronze? You're bronze, right?
I'm bronze as Stitch, yeah. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
bronze
it will
dragon.
trigger on copper, steel, bronze, and cobalt.
Yeah, I'm technically bronze and half shadow, technically. So, yeah.
So it might try to do it. Like,
It might try to do it, yeah.
I would say maybe you might get advantage to say just because it's like kind of conflicting half and half, but like
Yeah.
And now because both kobolds, well, basically all kobolds are dragons now, it could technically also want to kill them too.
Yeah.
Depending on their particular color.
Yeah. I think I already know the answer to this question, but I'll ask anyways. There's no converting this with Artificer shenaniganry to anything else useful. Yeah.
No.
This is kind of beyond what Artificers, besides like a god Artificer could do, kind of thing.
Yeah. Like, this is at the point where
Okay.
you can't really like replicate it or break it down or transform it into something else.
Gotcha. Well, I mean, it's super useful, but we have two dragons technically in the party, and this thing is going to be constantly wanting to go for them. So...
I mean, whatever you want to do with it, but like, if it fits the Doctor's motif of having an item like this, so like that's why.
No, yeah, it does as an anti-dragon thing, especially because one of the more likely beings to come fuck with them, as we saw, is a dragon. And granted, it's useful. It's just, I don't know if we really want to gamble with this thing, considering it's going to either be going for Stitch or Tick most of the time. And even when we want to use it, it's going to be, what, a D3 chance, probably, of does it lock on to me, does it lock on to Tick, or does it actually lock on to Baylor if we try to use it on him? So... this might just be something we can't use. This might just be a bargaining chip for someone else at some point. Because I don't think we're really getting much use out of this unless anyone else has opinions on what we should do with this thing.
Not a clue. Just don't let Tick die from it. Or Stitch.
Well, glad impulses were a good idea in the sense of something really powerful. I'll go ahead and for now keep that in my bag. So it's not necessarily on my person.
Also, my character sheet's like fucked up right now because I can't get rid of the +5 bonus to saving throws.
It should be, if you're in the attributes, go down to special traits.
No, I literally, it's telling me this value is being modified by an active effect, but there's no effect doing it. That's why I was fucking around with my thing earlier.
Try moving your character 30 feet away from Stitch.
Hold on, I'll turn off my thing. Try now.
Oh wait, I can get rid of it.
Yeah, it's because of my Paladin aura, sorry.
It's okay, don't worry about it.
You don't apologize for that. The Paladin Aura is amazing.
Okay, turn it back on. You're good.
Okay.
There we go.
It was nice to see a 13.
Okay. I assume, Cobert, that all of that was not on one item, so I'm just gonna have to copy-paste all of that into an item, yeah?
Yeah, it's all one item.
Well, I was reading in the sense of, you don't happen to have that actually on Foundry, so I don't have to sit here and copy... Yeah, that's what I was asking. That's what I meant by, that's not on all one item, is it? For convenience sakes?
It's all... I mean, you don't have to necessarily put every single little thing in there, but like...
I'm just gonna put Dragon Wand, Legendary, Anti-Dragon item, because I'm gonna tell you right now, we're probably trading this thing off or selling it whenever that becomes
Take all
possible.
that and put it into ChatGPT and say summarize.
I don't use ChatGPT, but you know what? Shrug. I'll just do what I was planning on doing. So tool, thing, boom, Anti-Dragon Wand, Legendary. Probably like half. It's probably like a pound, not 10.
No, it's a dragon wand. It's definitely 10 pounds of wand. The thickest wand you have ever seen.
It's beefy.
Legendary wand. And all dragon and dragon boy. Cool. Alright, now I've got it in my inventory.
Yeah.
Any price value I should give this thing, Cobert, just to know as a ballpoint?
It's a legendary item? Jeez.
Yeah.
Alright, hold on.
Yes.
This is the only thing I genuinely need to know, because more than likely, I'm going to be selling this thing or find something of equivalent value, because I don't think we can use it, sadly, because of our party comp. That and our allies, because...
I don't think
Doesn't-
any party... There's only one party that could use this.
Gizmo could. Well, no, we have Cedar.
No. Yeah, no, there's multiple kobolds.
Wardens.
Oh, Wardens could.
Wardens
Viola,
could,
yeah,
because we only have Viola, but she can't attune to it, so no.
Did my computer just die? I'm gonna cry.
Maybe.
And then,
Well, it did.
Journey...
Oof.
And then, Frontier one, that one's good until, like, level... like 17. 17 is when Dragonite gets stuff where they start doing draconic stuff.
Well, actually, you
They're not
wouldn't
aiming
trigger
at
that. Unless you're
Oh.
Form Shifter, you don't count as a dragon.
Oh.
Yeah, Form Shifter's the only one that actually fucks that over. But granted, that one is also because you literally become a fucking dragon to do that. So, yeah. So no, technically, they would be fine. I just don't think we have anybody over there that can either, because I'm not a cleric of Bahamut.
Nope. No one is.
We just don't have
Yeah.
we just don't have arcane caster there.
Yeah. Well, it's like Astara could, because it does say if you're a cleric of Bahamut, but she isn't. Granted, I don't know, maybe she is, she just doesn't know, because again, I never really specified who she follows. It's just kind of she just kind of went with the flow of things.
I mean, a dragon being the god of the forge makes sense.
I mean, maybe Bahamut? I don't know. I mean, Bahamut by default is kind of just Dragon Buddha. He literally is just the opposite of Tiamat being the Queen of Hell. But yeah.
Okay, so just a simple ballpark of this item. Just even at starting range, it probably would cost more just because of what it does and can do. It's gonna be at least starting just like at 25,000.
Okay. Considering it's like an anti-god item of this world, 38K sound fair? Because it is literally an anti-god item in a sense.
It's probably like around like 50 to like 75,000 if we're really gonna.
I mean,
spitball it.
whatever price range we want to agree on, 50, 75,000. So I'm hearing like 60 as a ballpark of fairness. Because I mean, it's good and it's useful for spellcasters, but if you're not a spellcaster, I mean, even if you are a spellcaster, it's just 2d10 damage on whatever you're doing to the dragon.
Mm.
You have resistance to what they do, you pierce their resistance or immunity, and you auto pass something on it. There's a lot of fucking text.
The Sonic Fear.
The prayer.
Yeah.
It basically protects you from the fear, protects you from the breath weapon,
Oh,
protects
yeah.
you from like it attacking you, and does extra damage. I mean, it's pretty much just like as it says, it's a Draconic Bane, which is really really good for. Like, yeah, it doesn't like do much else other than anything other than dragons, but for what it does to dragons, you can't really lie and say it's like
No, yeah, it is good for what it does.
it is what it does.
I'll
So,
just
I would say
I'll just
probably,
put 60.
Yeah, so again, out of the ballpark for any reasonable store to like be like, oh yeah, I have 60,000 gold.
Yeah.
Keon,
only- The only options are literally either A, save that for quite a fucking while till Gizmo has his shops open, because he actually could accommodate that eventually. Not now, eventually. Or B, we go to a city that has a very, very high tier magic shop thing and sell them that in trade of buying out their stock. Because that's an option.
There's also Bone Merchant.
That too.
No, I was gonna
He,
say that.
he
too.
could give some interesting shit for that thing.
I think. Hold on.
We do have a coin.
I do have a coin.
Do you wish to summon him? is the
It
question.
doesn't send us to him.
No, it calls him.
Yeah, it calls him.
No. No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, it does. It pings a
Well,
specific
how would it tell
undead. It pings an undead that you know, and you can choose the bone merchant.
No.
And when you ping him with that, he'll then teleport. He'll open a gate for you.
Thing is, we have to buy something, or else we lose that coin.
Yeah, he doesn't
Yes,
really care for you
that is the other
summoning him
thing. Yeah.
There, going into a shop, not buying anything, leaving.
I mean, in fairness, we have stuff to sell. It just depends on whatever what he's selling and what he's taking. That's the thing that depends on this.
I mean, I'm down for Bone Merchant.
Sure. We have a lot of
No?
shit to get rid of.
He can pay better than probably
That and you honestly, like, in the moment after Rick identifies that, you would see Stitch and she's like, she actually looks really uncomfortable holding on to this thing right now.
Oh, you say that and
I mean, if you're willing to summon him, he had some pretty good things for Chaos when we had left
Yeah.
them.
I can't
That
do
and
it.
if there's
Way out.
anyone to give this thing to get rid of, it's probably best in his hands. I don't, as useful as this is, and
Maybe
as
we
best,
should go. I'm gonna go outside to do this just in case. I don't want him popping into the house.
yeah, I agree with that. That's probably a smart idea.
If everyone's done eating at the table before they go outside, they'll press digitation at the table.
Oh, that's nice.
Morning, Umbra, and she'll give him scritches.
Mm-hmm. Oh, did we like long rest by getting here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I was not told
Yeah,
that. I shall
right.
do that.
Just ask us. I'm not talking to us. What language does that one speak?
Well, I now speak common, so
Oh, that wasn't a dream.
Oh, that works. Okay.
Oh, that wasn't a dream.
It's kind of expecting it.
No, it wasn't.
No, I thought I was going crazy.
I remember not saying you were Fae. I didn't. I was not expecting common.
They weren't around when I was. Long story short, this person we fought recently pissed me off. So, to make things easier for our sakes, I decided to grant my vessel the ability to speak.
Well, that's one way to learn a language. One reason to learn a
Yes.
language.
I
No,
also
and I was
speak
gonna-
Sylvan.
I was
Just
going to learn
Flips
something
into
to talk
Sylvan.
to you.
Oh, that works too.
Ah, okay.
Flint, you coming?
Don't worry, I'll drag the sleeping man.
Please do. Alright, and Oz will take out the coin and she'll do a little cool ass coin flip.
Sleight of hand. You make it look cool.
Yeah, I don't know what I do to make it look cool. I just. I'm still upset. I was going to learn Sylvan to talk to you, Umbra.
I mean, you still can.
Well, no, I don't need to, because I can talk to you like this.
Sylvan's
And now
still a
I don't-
useful language.
Idiot. I felt really dumb when I couldn't understand you.
I mean, in all fairness, you weren't really missing that much.
Well,
Or
I
were
felt
you?
unincluded in the group.
Oh, I'm sure. And you can still absolutely fix that by learning Sylvan.
She gives him a side eye.
He's just smiling at you.
You know, I thought we were going to get along when we could talk to each other, and now I just want to punch you sometimes.
Ah, you'll come around.
I'm more of a
Anyway,
cat person.
Sylvan's probably my favorite.
Okay, just give me a moment. I gotta shut the shop.
It's all good.
I
I imagine. Go ahead.
I was gonna say. I think Umbra's gonna be my favorite one to work with.
We'll see, Psychic One.
Likewise.
Meanwhile, in Stitch's head. Well, the one thing I can say positively, your friend's no longer a blasphemer.
Only the girl's not blasphemous.
Oh, wait, now we would know about the sword. Oh god. I only just go. The sword doesn't have to wear. I don't have any fire spells.
Oh, perfect.
I even have a nice one for you.
Ooh.
It's only chill touch, but
Are you like grabbing Stitch's sword to do this? Because you can't. It doesn't talk. It only talks to Stitch.
man.
Yeah, no. The Frostfang is only into Stitch's head unless you are holding the sword.
One second, I gotta check something.
I mean, technically, it is a sentient weapon. So I guess in fairness, you would be aware there's another, or Stitch has another 2 consciences on her person, and one of them, if you're like tracking them, you would sense one of them is from her sword, and one of them is the small little dragon that's kind of cradled in her armor, which right now is just hanging around her neck.
I love Sahara so much. Oh.
They are very happy to be able to stretch their wings and actually like move around.
God damn it! It says creature.
I mean, technically, he is one.
He is a creature. It's just,
Yeah, technically, he is.
I can directly speak to the sword.
Okay, yeah, you can. So yeah, I was gonna say, it's like you probably can sense its presence because it technically is a sentient creature. It's just a weapon. So
Just telepathically bond with your sword.
yeah, technically.
It's only 2 spells, but no way. I don't have any fire ones, so I think that evened it out.
Good!
Is Ione going into this portal that just opened up in the middle of the...
Yeah.
Okay. So
They'll go wherever
do-
the party goes. They're
Do be
essentially a
warned, the person we're about to see is unique.
Strange.
They want very unique things at times. Sometimes they're willing to take standard things, and sometimes they are wanting very pricey, exotic things. They have been rather useful, and hopefully their stock right now might be useful for exchanging what we have. I mean, just as a general idea, a Stitch will kind of point a claw over to Oz. Last time we were with them, he extended a chunk of our party's lifespans a good bit when we were trading in items.
Oh, so that's the person that Navi was talking about. So they got an
I
extra
can live
40 years.
70. If
I was
I
telling-
live that long.
Navi was telling me that they got an extra 40 years.
Yes, this would be the same one.
To know.
Oh, and how's Zane doing this morning? I feel bad not asking about him.
Oh, you know, having to deal with this bastard and being in his head, that was so weird.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I might have a solution. I might be able to, with the help of our artificer, we might be able to get you a body back. The only problem in the matter is we'll have to kill your body so it works.
I mean, while I'm not exactly a fan of that, seeing as how my body is kind of comatose anyways, what were you thinking it would be?
It would be the clone spell.
Oh, alright. Well, we could look into that once you're back from wherever that is. Right.
Okay. What is Funny Man selling today?
Hello, Mr.
this is
Merchant. Again.
That's what Funny Man is selling today.
Welcome, stranger.
So, what are you dealing in today? Just so we know beforehand.
This response. I got a lot of good things on sale, stranger.
God damn it.
Are you,
No,
are you
I
taking
knew that.
anything today for trade?
Yeah, what do you, like, what, how are we paying you for this stuff?
Coin.
What's your currency today? Coin?
Coin.
Oh, you know, easy enough. Oh my god. I literally can only buy one thing that I could use.
Yeah. Are you, by chance, taking anything for sale, or are you willing to buy anything for sale from us, or no?
I could take a look at it, stranger.
Alright. Well, let's have a look through your wares then.
Oh, Lord. Well, I definitely see one I'm interested in.
So is it I have to buy something?
No, it's just we can't leave here without wasting his time, is basically the thing. As long as somebody does something with him, he's fine. It's just he doesn't like the idea of step into a store and nothing happens. That's what he doesn't like.
Hmm.
Oh, I know what I might be buying, if I can afford it. I can afford it!
Which one are you wanting to buy?
Umbra's Claw.
I figured.
Yeah.
Hey, leave me be! She has a type of weapon she likes.
No, that's fine. I am actually wanting to purchase the manual of Rune Wrought Constructs.
Yeah, I've seen that one. Very interesting.
Well, I was thinking it as a gift for a certain kobold.
Okay.
Gizzy!
Yeah. So it's,
Gizmo.
I've got coin to burn.
What are you? You're a coat. What are you? You're a loot. Can't use you. I think that or the short sword are the only two things I could really use.
Nope. Demons Metamorphosis. Abyssal Fiend, Aura of Malevolence. Every creature with 10 feet makes a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, you know what? I'll buy Umbrus Claw for 6,000. I don't want one elect.
Level for 1.
Oh,
So the transformation
no.
functions as polymorphic, set your demonic form is constantly at risk of running amok. At the start of each of your turns, while transforming a wisdom saving throw, DC is 10 plus the DC challenge rating. On a failed save, you momentarily lose yourself. Your personality and alignment are replaced with that of the demons, and you must act in accordance to the demon's nature until the start of your next turn.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm not
I mean-
anywhere interested in the demon stuff.
I mean, super powerful and cool, but not fitting for stats.
Are they all cursed?
Not definitely not fitting for Flint either.
Yeah.
Besides, Mithridine, much better.
Oh yes, give the cleric a demon thing. Smartest move we've made.
There is also Umbra's Mantle.
Yeah.
I would run out of achievements. I already have to exchange one.
Well, it also would be very bad near me.
Yeah.
You know, the shining brightness I am.
Oh god,
Um,
get your head out.
The Mythwood Ring might be nice for one of our casters.
could be.
Yeah, I'm definitely not interested in it.
I've got better stuff than that at the moment.
I mean, I already have feats and everything that kind of surpass the necessity for some of that.
Does anyone want more protection by chance?
Does what now?
More protection, anybody now?
Wolf protection?
Just because I have a thing I need to get rid of.
What do you need to get rid of?
I want to. I'm perfectly fine protecting myself. The ring of protection I could give to somebody else.
I mean, I think Rick needs one for Axel. Well, not Axel, for a pipe. They don't really have a lot of things enhancing their construct, and that might be something of use for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could do that. I'll give it to Pipe unless somebody else needs it. More important than the fake dog.
You know, I think there's something you've been forgetting that you can use there, Oz, that even
What?
I forgot about.
Well,
Your gloves of mimicry. I forgot they
that
can
only gives
basically
me a
get...
mage hand.
No, while you have it on hand, you can create and use a reaction to use one of the gloves charges to get a +5 bonus to your AC for that attack.
What?
Yeah, I forgot about that too.
I mean, I can't really fault you for forgetting it. It's a one-hit use shield. It's not even a turn. So, I mean, that's great and all for a creature hitting you, but if the creature attacks 7 times, only protecting you once.
It's still good though for the effect of like, yeah.
But for something that helps you constantly, I don't know, man. Like, that's a pretty tough sell for a thing that works one attack versus, like, the headbed of intellect that's like, hey, here's a permanent stat change.
That's what I
Forever.
mean. That's why I was like,
Yeah. It's like, no, that's not worth it in comparison. At least not in my
Yeah.
book.
Alright, that also reminds me, I need to sell 3 things to the bow merchant here.
I mean, and using this is like, it takes an action, I think, to do this stuff with the charges. And I can hit so much more.
I can hit so much more.
She can do so much better than that.
Okay.
Literally, I can use so much better than those gloves. I might sell them actually.
By the way, for oh, sorry. When the for him, I plan to sell 3 items if he's willing to accept them. 2 of them are uncommon. Also, Stitch is willing to offer up the anti-dragon one.
Yeah.
But where else are we gonna sell it? Him.
Mm-hmm. Granted, I also want to see what he's willing to trade for it, because he might offer something unique for it. Maybe not
He gives
necessarily
you
an
store
item
credit.
or money, but he might give us like a or something.
He gives you store credit. Also, with this glove, when I attune to it, I get 10 feet of blind sight.
Yeah, that's huge on you, because that means like
That's
magical
huge.
darkness. That
For
means
the
magical
girl that
darkness
doesn't
no
wear
longer fucks you.
glasses, huge.
Yeah. Yeah, that pretty much means like you basically have an anti-gank range within 10 feet of you, and magical darkness doesn't fuck you anymore, at least within
It's a
10
beautiful
feet.
thing.
Yeah. Blind
And
sight's
I'm
blind sight.
basically
Powerful at all
Wolverine.
stages. Mm-hmm.
I went from Fire Fist Oz to Wolverine.
Yeah.
Wolf
Yeah, I'm
Mira,
still
if you
adding
will.
a few things here and there, so feel free to
It's all good.
keep
Oh,
looking.
okay, so you're still adding stuff.
yeah.
Gotcha. Oh,
Huh?
the shop! He's adding more!
A lot of these ones that give spells are not attunement, and it is insane.
Oh shit, one of those again. Oof.
Can Amaris get the Glove of the Woodland?
Oh my god, we can
Smart.
with $10,000, you can imprison Stitch.
Hey, whoa, guys! There's a flask of cloning.
You need to be able to drink it.
He can drink it. There's ways to force the body to swallow.
A dead body.
He's comatose. Not
Who's
dead.
What?
Freaking Zane.
Zane.
Oh,
Which
oh,
one?
right.
Flask of cloning.
Flask of Coleman.
I didn't even see that in there. Where the hell did you
Below
find
the,
that?
it's just I added. It's below the demon
Yeah,
stuff.
Cobard's still adding stuff.
Oh,
Oh,
Damn, I
Flask of
didn't
Cloning, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh,
That was
wait.
like,
Yeah.
guys.
What is
If a cube of flesh from a living medium creature is squeezed into this flask, the flesh magically forms into a miniature clone of that creature. If a clone already
A
exists within
miniature
the flask, it
clone?
dissolves. Yeah, a miniature clone, leaving only the new clone. The clone
Oh.
remains inert, and hold on, I'm still reading the item because clone works weird. As long as the flask remains undisturbed. If the original creature dies while its clone is in the flask, its soul transfers to the clone as long as the soul is free and willing to return. The clone then grows to the original creature's full size, shattering the flask. The clone is physically identical to the original and has the same personality, memories, and abilities, but none of the equipment belonging to the original. The original
Hey.
creature's physical remains, if they still exist, become inert and can't thereafter be restored to life. So yeah, that's literally just an item of clone.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'll
well,
get-
congratulations.
I'll get
You
my
found your
gold for
thing
it.
there.
I don't know how much gold you have on you.
Not enough for that.
I have like 2,000 on me.
Yeah.
I
That's
can
also
buy
why
it.
I'm wanting to. Want to see if we can sell stuff to the boy, but we gotta wait till Crowbar's doing the head and stuff.
No, I agree. I definitely agree on that.
I'm just happy I saw that.
Jin bracers. While wearing these magic bracers, you get a +1 bonus to AC, and you can speak Auran or speak and understand Auran. So free language.
Frick.
Jin magic.
Oh,
You get
if I didn't spend my money.
regain all expended charges daily at dawn. As an action, you can spend one of the charges the glove has to cast one of the following spells. Save DC 17. Detect magic is 1 charge. Invisibility is 2. Gaseous form is 3. Major image is 3. Or wind walk as 6. Curse of Servitude. Once you don these cursed bracers, you can't take them off until you are targeted by remove curse or similar magic. While wearing the bracers, any request mainly direct to you that begins with the words "I wish" is treated as if the speaker had cast suggestion on you, which you automatically fail. You must attempt to fulfill the request to the best of the creature's ability. A creature can only make one such request of you. Yeah, as good as the spells are in that, no.
The linguist in me to Oz said the Orin, and I was like, oh, I need it. That's the only reason I said that. The Orin.
Mage's Diadem. When you cast a spell while wearing this magic diadem, you gain temporary hit points equal to the level of the spell. Interesting. Contingency.
That's not attunement.
Yeah, this diadem can store a single spell into it during a potency or process that takes 10 minutes. Any creature that casts a spell up to 5th level that has a casting time of 1 action and can target you into the diadem by touching it as the spell cast. The spell has no effect, but is stored in the diadem until a circumstance described by you occurs. So it's basically what is it? It's not forewarn. It's precaution. It's like the precaution spell, just as an item. Plus, it has a little passive. That's not bad. Well, it's actually kind of neat. Ring of Legendary Resistance. Hello, shiny.
I know, I saw that too.
If only. Ring of Shadows, huh?
Ooh,
so smart.
Oh, we got Spellbreaker's Axe.
Okay.
No, it is the +1 version, but still.
The key to anywhere! When you turn this key in a door's keyhole, you can conjure a portal that links the door to another door on any plane that you select, allowing free passage between 2 doors for 10 minutes, or until the link is severed by
anywhere?
Key to anywhere, yeah. The key is severed by turning this key in either of the 2 doors. Once used, this property can't be used again until the next on. If you are familiar with the door, or if you have a precise picture of it, the key always opens the correct door. If you are less familiar with the door, roll a d100 on the following table to see what happens when using the key. If a door is located in an area where the teleportation... So it's like teleportation, but with a door. That's kind of cool. It's teleportation and planar travel. That's neat.
I mean, to be honest, we could use that.
We could.
It's 15,000 gold.
It's not cheap.
Oh yeah, that's what Wex's eggs. No, they're not. Oh yeah, the Katana Death Touch. It returns.
I still want to spend the money on the flash equipment.
No, yeah. Well, first, is he allowing us to sell certain?
He was. It's just I think it's he'll have to like he was saying he'll have to see what he values it at or
Any
what he's
item
willing
that
to
is
trade
very
it for.
rare or above, he will buy.
Damn.
Okay.
Oh!
What
Can
did
I
you
sell the
really
gloves
give
of
for the
mimicry?
The what?
The gloves of
Anti-dragon.
mimicry, it's very rare.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to sell them, he'll buy them.
Like, I would love to. How much money am I getting from that?
I mean, the merchant trades 1-to-1, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, the bow merchant is 1-to-1.
So... What does that mean? My brain's not working.
So, if the item's worth 4,000 gold, he gives you 4,000 gold.
Oh shit! So very rare.
He trades 1-to-1.
Hmm.
Oh shit! So I got 6,000 gold now. Bye bye gloves. You don't need.
Okay, there's no way this armor is uncommon.
What armor is it? Your butterfly wing?
No, mithril.
Mithridine, yeah. Or the mithril armor? Yeah. You'd be surprised. It is.
Oh, damn.
Oh.
Well, like, I'll sell that at a different shop when I get the chance to.
It
Yeah.
sounds dumb, but can I have him check out the succubus kiss that I have? Because Oz doesn't know what it does. Just to tell her
In
what
fairness,
it does.
Rick could just have identified it for you when we got
Oh,
back.
we
I
could-
figured Rick just.
Identify.
I figured
right
Rick
now.
to just identify everything, but we had questions on.
It might be a free identify.
That
He
actually
can
doesn't
cast
matter.
it for free anyways.
By the way, did anyone copy down the items from the doctor that we got?
No, that's why I wanted Kobart to give you the items physically, and that's why I said, "Hey, could we do it to mine?" And you went, "No, put it in my bag." And it's like, okay.
I mean, they're
Check
not
it
in my
out.
bag. They're not in my bag
Uh-huh.
either. That's the thing.
That's the problem.
Need those? Okay. Sorry.
Yes.
I mean, yes, we do.
'Cause you just click them, and then it's like, well, that's great. You're gonna wipe the chat. We don't have them
I'm not
physically.
sure if I can.
I remember most of them. You're fucking lucky. Okay, we had a Cloak of the Archmage. It was evil,
what-
so we can't use it.
There's inventory.
Put it on
ability to
Stitch.
use- Okay.
Put it in Stitch.
Put 'em in Stitch.
I am your party loot gremlin. Give it to me because I hoard this shit for a reason.
Hold on.
Look, the Dragon of Gizmo and Stitch combined are coming out. There's a reason I'm the party's treasure hoarder.
That you can't really use, so it's not really.
Well, I mean, I
Uh-huh.
don't think they were planning to use it either way.
It's not a use. It's a we're gonna sell and trade them. Okay,
More
so
than
yeah.
Now, we
So
also
yeah,
need
you
that.
get all this.
Did you also get the jabbing lance as well from them? As well?
Yeah, the Uber, the pike that was butchering Stitch from
yeah, I'm
Mr.
working
Invincible.
on it.
Yeah,
The-
okay, he's pulling all the stuff
oh,
in my inventory.
the
It's just
rifle,
he hadn't
yeah.
done that yet. So
No, of
we'll
course.
have that.
The
Okay.
key to anywhere is honestly a good insta grab for us because we could just be able to walk back home through any open door.
I physically don't think we have enough money for that.
Oh, you're really funny. A lot of the stuff the doctor, and a lot of it we can't use. At most, I think we're keeping like 3 of them.
I don't even know what we're keeping of them. I already know.
The
as well.
rifle, because the rifle's going to Rick.
Yeah.
True.
Because he's an artificer. He has gun proficiency, technically, and he can make bullets with Smith or Tinker's tools. Also, because he's an arty, he can insta-use int for anything that's a magic weapon. Finality isn't a magic weapon.
I think that's everything.
Let's go through the list. Let's see. Gun, check. Impaler, check. Ring of Split Mind, yup. The rings, yeah. Spellweaver's Brace, yup. Ring of Free Action, yeah, he did have one of those. Ring of Protection, good. Ring of the Archmagi, Wand of Necrosis. Yeah, I think that was everything big that he had physically dropped. So let's see. That I'll just give to Rick, because, yeah, he needs that. The Impaler we're probably also departing with, because unless any of us want to take sudden levels in Dragon Knight, which
No.
I also don't know if we're gonna get any levels besides fighting High Dragon Boy at the end. So, shrug. We can't use that.
Robe of the Archmage.
Robe of the Archmage, none of the party can use.
I think the Spellrider's Brace is one of the ones we decided to keep.
Let's see.
That one.
I'll check. Spellrider's Brace. Let me see if this thing's rarity.
It's a rare.
It's rare. The Rider's Hand
But
is the appearance of spells in your spell book whenever you finish. So this is like a wizard item.
Which none of us can wield, but it is a proper sell we can do afterwards in town.
Yeah. That or I could give it to my brother once he's back, since he's kind of lost everything he had.
Also true. Also, Amulet of the Plains.
Yeah, that is very rare. This
Mhm.
is a place to get rid of that.
You're not wearing your adamantine +3 armor.
No, because that's not the armor. That's not my armor. Mine's Mithridine.
Oh, right.
The adamantite +3 is stuff that they were. And that we can't sell those here because actually those are not uncommon. Those are, I know for a fact, would be very rares.
Yeah, because it's a +3.
It's +3 adamantite because +1 is rare. So yeah, no way in fucking hell those are fucking uncommon.
Close enough. They should be legendary.
Actually, yes, by D&D's
I know.
default.
Is it plate armor?
Yes.
Yeah,
It's automatically
Ad-
legendary. +3 any plate armor is legendary.
adamantine +3 plate armor. Yeah.
Regular +3 plate armor is considered legendary.
Yeah.
So adamantine should technically be like an artifact.
Well,
Stitch, I will go ahead.
yeah.
I will be.
That
I
makes
will
sense.
go ahead and be saying this. You are going to be making a shit ton of money.
Uh-huh.
So should I just?
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna buy this just because we'll kind of buy it anyways.
You also have a spell scroll Trucing, which as a 6th level, that is considered a very rare.
It is, but that one's I've been holding on to because it's useful.
Yeah.
I was keeping it in the back pocket in case shit went bad for exploration phase, in case we needed somebody to actually step up to check things out and we were all out of options. That was my, okay, I can help the party get out of things or get myself out of shit if everyone else capable is temporarily taken away.
We also did agree for the Wand of Necrosis because none of us are going to be able to wield that or want to wield that.
Yeah. Okay. So. Oh yeah, the Impaler's a fucking artifact. Oh god, that thing's gonna be costly.
Mm-hmm.
Corrupt the Bone Merchant.
We're going to be robbing his coffers here.
I mean, this man likes business of any kind.
Besides, we're going to be.
Gonna be like,
We're more than, I was going to say, we're more or less going to be filtering it back in on his stuff specifically as well.
Yeah.
yeah, because all those non-attunement ones that give spells, I'd love those.
Yeah. Okay.
Besides the key to anywhere, which is great for the whole party, and plus the ring of legendary resistance is just a great in general one. That is not attunement.
Yeah.
The only one I'm debating on, I want to get the tongue lasher because it's actually a better weapon than my current one.
Mm-hmm.
If I ever have to go into melee combat, I'd rather have something I can wield.
Also, I bought the flask already. Sorry, guys.
Oh yeah, no, we already. What is
Thank you.
an angel's heart?
That
Sorry.
lets you spawn an angel, basically. And then it has, like...
As an action,
Paladin.
summon a Deva. Ooh,
Yeah, that one's pretty powerful.
I might get that. But hold on, once you use this, the amulet loses this property. It's only a one-time use.
Yeah, one-time use.
Oh, the angel part.
Yeah.
Yeah, the angelic ally part, but the rest of it is still there.
Uh-huh.
But either way, free divination, shield of faith, tongues, true seeing,
Okay.
and it is not attunement.
So, I guess Coburg, we've got a game of I'm gonna name an item and its rarity and how much you would say it sells for, because you've got a list. Okay. If that sounds fine to you.
Sorry, no, I just saw an item. I'm like, I kind of want to get that.
What is it?
The Dragon Scepter.
That's probably what
Yeah.
Low chance,
Alright.
but very good thing to hurt a certain dragon.
Are we ready, Coburg? Because we've got a lot of things to sell.
We all do.
I mean, I'll do my best.
Okay. First off on the list, and probably the biggest thing we're gonna ever sell in this campaign. Can't believe I'm saying this. Artifact level, the Impaler.
The Impaler.
Yep.
Okay. The Impaler you can sell for 100,000 gold pieces.
Okay.
I'm sorry?
100,000 gold.
Yep. Let me get my phone. Where the fuck did I put it?
Do you want me to do it now?
Calculator out. I got the
I mean,
calculator.
we're okay.
It's an
so
artifact. Artifacts are basically
Yeah.
like
And also, anyone who's a Dragonite becomes that thing. Not surprised.
It's a god item, basically.
oh
got the
I oh god, Minna, I'm having panic over here for a second.
Uh-huh.
What if that somehow gets into the hands of the only other Dracul Dragon Knight we know?
We can kill her. The Fang of Greed is meant to literally kick her ass. She's fine.
Okay,
I'm not worried about her.
just making sure.
Yeah, no, literally the Fang of Greed is literally foolproof to kill her. I made sure of that.
Either way,
That your weapon foolproof kills her too. So we're good.
I know. Either way, 100,000 K.
Casual.
I have it
Okay.
written down.
Yep, I've got it in my phone now too. So, okay, so the Impaler. Bye-bye! Ring of Split Mind. You are very rare. Does any caster in our party want a non-attunement means to have a permanent advantage and a possible way on a third or lower level spell to choose to double concentrate on a spell?
I'm sorry.
What item?
Double concentration.
Is
Yes,
that split mine?
This one.
No, I don't. Actually, I would say
And
yes.
it's
but no.
non-attunement.
That is attunement. Attunement
It is.
required.
I'll state it.
So, hey,
No,
Avik, that's a Griffin saddlebag item, buddy. Non-attunement.
I know, but I'm stating because it is labeled as attunement as per what Cobart has given us.
Well, here's the problem. If you're concentrating a spell, no, it's Griffin. Here's the
It
thing.
has to say it in the chat.
Griffin, it has to state attunement required, because otherwise it isn't. Because that's all Griffin items default when you put it in an inventory, autos to attunement, but it's not.
I'll take your word up on it.
No, yeah, that's literally why like the force gloves for Leon are so good, because I love those things, because they're not attunement, and it is Griffin's item specifically.
The only thing I could do that would be exceptionally good for this is if I was having to concentrate on the holy weapon while also concentrating on like spirit guardians.
Mm.
Most
Yeah.
Most of my spells are conned.
I mean, if you're wanting it, buddy, that's fine. I just figured I'd offer it of, hey, are we doing this? Yay, nay. I figured we would because most of our party's casters.
This is also on point. What spells would you be able to use this with for yourself?
Yeah, because keep in mind, the second spell is 3rd level or lower. So it's one big spell and a secondary spell.
Hey,
Hunger for Badar, haste, enhance ability, enlarge reduce, darkness, calm emotions.
True, all of those are good.
Yeah.
I think
Especially
in,
because you're a Sork and you can twin
That's
shit.
really helpful for me.
I think in fair point. Yeah, give it to them.
Okay, so that will be staying. Adamantite plate armor, +3, which is legendary because of the actual worth of +3 adamantite.
I think it has a price in it, doesn't it?
It does, but that's not the correct price for something this high tier. Because it came at the price of, oh yeah, this is an uncommon. Legend +3 armor is not uncommon. Default D&D, and I agree with that. +3, it's like very rare low end, high end legendary. And considering it's both +3 and adamantite, it's like, yeah, no, the armor's not correctly priced. Because that's basically saying, yeah, that 4,000 gold for Stitch having almost a 30 AC and uncrittable. Does that sound right? Because it sure as shit doesn't for me.
But you're not keeping that for yourself?
No. Not when I have that. Why would
No.
I lose stealth.
Never
we have
mind. Yeah.
Mithertine good. Plus, also we would have the center. Yeah, we would lose stealth. Plus, the dual advantage of both of these are very helpful. And in the end, if we try hard enough, we can just +3 these.
Yeah.
Oh, I could +1. I could +1 one with the Berkano rune.
We could.
Well, not unless it already has one. That's the thing to keep in mind with Bricano. It has to have the base property to do so.
Oh yeah.
It can't give something that's not there. That's the drawback of Bricano.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, that just means we need to go visit Gizmo at some point.
I mean, we plan to
Or the
anyway.
Gnome Inventor.
Still
But
agree on
anyways.
I still agree on Gizmo because I have gift for him.
Yeah.
But I
Anyways,
know he
yeah,
pulled one.
Adamantite plate armor +3. I'm not saying we have to break the bank with this one, just I don't think 4,000's right for this.
For a legendary one, that would at least be at least 8 to 10.
Yeah. I'm just looking to Cobard for his sign of
Oh, wait,
approval.
hold on. I don't. Okay, hold on.
All good. While we wait, I will send this item over
Hey,
to
plus
Ike.
3, 1.
Yeah,
Okay.
+3 adamantite.
That should be more. This
Legendary.
much, I think.
Yeah,
How much?
that's more akin. 33,000.
Okay, yeah, no, that's fair. Are we talking about for both of them or just the?
Oh, that's just the plate armor. Granted, the plate armor is because that 2,500 of that is from the plate.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm fine with that.
Buy town at this point.
So there's that. Bink. Next. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Well, it's been a fun journey, friend, but it's time for you to be sold. The Amulet of Plains, very rare, worth 30,000.
Yep.
I will not. I will not say anything against that one because yeah. So boop boop. Bzz, bzz, bzz. Bing. Oh boy, yeah, we're gonna have to buy stuff because I'm pretty sure my bag of holding is gonna fucking ditch with me being unable to move it.
I mean, we're probably going to buy about a good amount of his shop, at least if you're going to be buying the primary of it.
Yeah, Boots of Levitation, that's rare, can't sell it. Also don't want to use it, it's not really great.
We can sell those outside of the shop here. We
Outside,
can.
Ring of
Yeah,
Blindness.
we already got to do that with a
Silence
lot of other items anyway.
That one, nope. Ring of Free Action, that's going to the pupper immediately, because that's really good for him.
That's good for the pupper. We've already got the rifle. You're doing the breastplate as well, right? Want to mention that one beforehand?
Yeah. Adamantite breastplate +3. How are we feeling on that one, Coburn?
I'd probably say like at least 5,000 less.
I mean, yeah, it's more dex based.
I would say 25,000 would be at least decent for it, considering.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Okay. That sounds about right.
Okay. We have the Robe of the Magi and the Wand of Necrosis next.
Yep. Yep. Robe of the Archmagi, evil. Which, granted, that one actually has a price to it, which, hot damn. That's saucy.
What's the price on it?
75K!
What is
Which,
it,
granted, well, when you consider, let's see. I'll post it in chat for you, because, I actually know this item. It's fucking stupid!
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the best caster items in the game. For a reason.
However, none of us here are evil on the point, so we don't get the great benefit of it.
Yeah, none of us can use it. Yeah, this is like the best shit ever for a caster. Period. It's one of the strongest magic items for any caster, so long as you can actually attune to it.
Curiosity for you, are you going to be using the Helm of the Chromatic Dragon?
Yes, I am using it. It is. I've already implemented it on the. Stitch is weird. She don't actually. She has a begrudge against other dragons, although be it her current nature of kind of being a half good, half evil. I mean, she kind of is. She's a little bit in a weird territory of she doesn't really know how she feels right now, so it is useful and it is helping her.
I do just want to ask to make sure because I haven't seen you use it in a long while.
I've used my breath weapons a bit. I also just got this. In fairness, you can't really say that for the helm because I just got that with the Siege of the Doctor because that's where I found this thing because I got this from Seraph. Yeah, that's a new one for me.
Oh, I thought you got that a while ago.
No, that's a new one.
I might be thinking of Gizmo.
Yeah.
So
yeah, Robe of the Archmage, and then Wand of Necrosis. Does that have a price? It does not. Very rare. Wand of Necrosis. It's a Uber Wand that lets you cast Blight, Finger of Death, Inflict Wounds, or Ray of Enfeeblement. Yeah.
Basics daily, and it explodes. You get a Finger of Death on yourself.
5,000 gold.
5,000? Okay. Fair.
To be honest, that is understandable for that kind of weapon.
Yeah. And I think the last thing I'm selling, the Anti-Dragon Wand, or the Dragon's Bane. Legendary.
Because none of us here can
60,000?
properly build it.
Yeah, 60,000. Right, we got that one. Yeah, I'll be selling that one too. Boop. Okay. Are you ready, everybody?
I'm expecting a nearly 36,000.
333,000.
333,000 cuts off.
Yep. 800 gold pieces.
So you have 3 tons worth of gold.
Yes.
In literal terms, we're going to be spending a good amount of it here. Other point of this, we are Stitch literally has a horde now.
Yep.
I'm just gonna ask, can I just get the rings that don't require attunement?
Oh, the other ones? I mean, sure.
Yeah.
Oh, I know, Cobart. I'm just gonna go ahead and do this for mine. The erratic saber that I got. I'm gonna go ahead and sell that one.
Shop.
Oh, the ones in the shop. I mean, okay. Here's the thing: how much money are you wanting? Because I mean, Stitch is willing to
hoard this out for the party for as much as we need to balance things. I can divide it between the 6 of the party, or I mean, I can. I'll do the 5 for everyone who's a part of the siege, and I'll be willing to help Ione to an extent, if that's fair, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
One I
So
like then.
for everybody then, minus Ione, I'll put it in chat. This is how much gold every person in the party now has.
okay. Also, one standpoint, Cobalt. I'm also selling this. I'm assuming this is like, I don't know, 4,000. It's not exactly an Uber weapon or anything.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go ahead and toss 400 or 4,000 onto my gold pack right here, real quick.
Okay. That's how much everyone gets.
Ooh, okay.
That is the money split 5 ways.
Oh, that's a lot of numbers.
It is.
Wow, I I am 10 times overweight.
You know, the funny thing is, because of a magic item, I actually might be fine to carry this myself, at least, with the new amount. The old amount, probably not. The new
If I
amount, probably.
convert it all, I'm only 2 times overweight.
Oh, yeah. Is he able to give us this in platinum, Coburn?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Perfect. That makes this so much easier. So
Yep.
take the last 0 off, and that's how much platinum.
I mean, either way, great.
Great!
The only thing I personally want to get from him, I want to get the Dragon Scepter, because yes, and the Angel's Heart, because also yes.
God, Stitch us so much. I love it.
And the only other thing I'm probably going to grab is the Tongue Lasher, because...
Oh, that's funny. Sorry, continue.
No, what's funny?
My fucking inventory bar. Like, can you see Stitch's inventory, Avik?
Oh, yeah, let me pull your character.
Okay, hold on. So, 1 second. So, like, don't look at it for a second. Let me go back to what I had. Okay. Okay, now look.
Yeah, I see 118.
Let me show you what the amount is when I put the money that I have proper. Okay.
And platinum, yeah.
Wait, that's wrong.
I think you only go up by like 150 or so. Damn.
I can still carry it.
Oh, it makes sense for you. You're the strongest shit.
Yeah.
I also love on point. I am just barely eking you out in hit points right now.
Really?
I have literally 1 more HP than you.
Oh, you got a higher. You have a max con. When the fuck did you get a max con? The fuck?
Yes.
Constitution stuff for it.
Nani?
I had a bit.
How do you have 320s? The fuck?
I rolled. Okay, so I rolled really well in the beginning. Actually, no, I had very high point buy in the beginning, and then I dex built up on some of this stuff. I didn't have a lot of feats. I had
You did super stat focus. Okay.
I did super stat focus.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay,
at this
that
level,
makes it a bit.
I really dealt in on myself for this stuff.
Okay. So, anyways, and yeah, you know, if you're wanting whatever you're wanting to get total, just let me know. I'm willing to get a chunk, not all of them, but a chunk of what you're wanting.
So I'm gonna
Since we
personally.
did just meet.
I'm gonna personally go ahead and buy 3 of them for me here. I don't know if it's on Stitch if she wants to go for that key to anywhere, because there really are teleportation in and
I mean,
out to the home.
considering I have a perfect memory thing for the last like day already on Stitch, that's probably not a bad thing for me.
No.
Yeah. I will go ahead and purchase the Tongue Lasher here. I'll go ahead and get the Angel's Heart. Stitch, I would find it hilarious if you got the Arctic Ring to continue with your reign with Frostfang.
I was thinking about that. Because weirdly enough, I don't... Because, yeah, that was temporary. I actually don't have cold protection. Because
Does it
Frostbite gives
provide-
me fire.
Does it give cold protection? Oh yeah, immunity to cold damage.
Immunity to cold damage for no attunement.
I mean, that is excessively very good for you.
Yeah.
And I'm just up on the Dragon Scepter because good possibility, if by extreme lucky chance, we could imprison the fucking Dragon of War.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna buy this because I feel like Oz definitely needs that.
Besides on there, if we manage to, I could also hand this over to Gizmo, and they can do their special things.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy that.
So, yeah, we
I bought
balling that.
the temporal amulet, by the way.
You bought what? Oh, the temporal. That's a good one.
Yeah. Well, considering how badly I get beat up a lot,
Yeah.
For the sake of
yeah, I
you,
get
yes,
my
I agree.
shit rocked.
See, the one that is the cheapest and also gives the most would probably be Glove of the Woodland.
Glove of the World would be great. I will not deny for the stuff it is.
Okay.
I mean,
So,
Entangle,
I'll
Launch
mark off-
Tracker, and Speak with Animal.
I'll
That
mark
would be
off.
good, yeah.
I'll mark off 5,000 if you want that one.
Alright.
So
Tree
go ahead
Sword.
and give yourself 5,000.
I mean, out of it, you get. Let's see.
Tango,
Well, any
Launch
beast
Strider, Speak
or
with Animals,
plant
Pass
creature.
with the Trade, It's Animal Messenger, Spike Growth, Plant Growth, Speak with Plants, Freedom of Movement, Commune with Nature, Tree Stride, Wall of Thorns. Yeah, that's a fucking great spell list.
I mean, Tree Stride, Commune with Nature, Wall of Thorns are all great. Plant Growth and Spike Growth are always amazing. Pass Without Trace and Gust of Wind are constantly great. And for forever, Long Strider, amazing.
Hmm.
I mean, if someone wants that, go for it.
I mean,
feel
there
like-
is the Dragon Skull Helm, which is kind of the lesser version of your chromatic one. But a free transformation into a young dragon of the type of the helmet. Who would that be good on in this case?
Not me.
Not you?
Well, keep in mind, the concentration check uses the dragon stats, not yours.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't
Meaning,
have
like, if you-
concentration. Oh, besides, it would be the polymorph.
Yeah, that's what I'm
if-
saying. Like,
In
Yeah.
honesty,
it's not a bad oh shit moment button.
in sake, I could take it in case of oh shit moments.
You could. Also, the other thing to keep in mind Flint, as a possibility, because I think Stitch and Flint kind of talked about it before, of the idea of cleansing yourself eventually of your curse of the fucking aberrant spell knight crap when you die, for your benefit of immunity to necrotic. We might want to see about removing that, even though yes, you will lose your necrotic. Maybe because he might have enough of a wide range to be able to give you a gem dragon skull, so you could get necrotic resistance as a compromise.
Well, I mean, in the sense of it, would it be a roll of the dice, Cobard?
What?
For
For
the
what he has
Dragon
available
Skull
for the
Helm.
skull dragons. Yeah.
Oh, the Dragon Skull helmet.
For
Yeah.
roll of the dice for like what type it is, or
Yeah, it'd
For
be like
what?
roll of the dice.
I'm okay with that because besides the Mage's Didendum, which is great. Okay. I do want to ask. Should I go ahead and take the Mage's Didendum because a contingency
Yeah.
spell for any fifth level is great, and the
Uh-huh.
Dragon Helm will be a great side in for it.
Mhm.
I might take the Myth Warp because none of the other stuff is attunement.
Yeah.
Definitely am not going to be taking the Ring of Shadows because I can't use that. Because I am too bright.
Just looking at it, I might.
Note, you are near the flashiest man in the party.
Not always. You're normally really far from me.
But constantly firing fire in your direction. If you're usually in the midst of the fight, Flint is always like attacking from the far distance with fire magic that is bright.
Yeah.
Okay. This one does not state I have to be attuned to it, so let's go ahead and take away that. Let's see here.
There's not a lot I can get, you know.
I mean, you've already got a lot of great stuff.
I got
Besides,
2 things. 3
neither of
things.
these stated that they needed attunement, so I'm going to go ahead and douse those.
You can unattune from something instantaneously, right?
Unattunement to an
takes an
item
hour.
is over a short rest.
It takes
Okay.
it takes a short rest or an hour to unattune from an object.
Wanted to double check.
Mhm. Yeah. Only special abilities or items get insta attuned to it. Like artificers can insta, but they have a
Uh-oh.
feature for that.
All right, so I got the angel stuff. I guess I also got the mage's addendum, which temporary hit points per level spell I can cast for up to currently 6th level, and I can have any 5th level on standby in there. It's always great.
Yep.
Oh, do I get the short sword? Oh, but it requires a commit. Never mind.
Well, does it state it requires attunement?
It does.
Shame.
Very top. That's okay though.
Yeah.
I'll survive without it. There's just not a whole lot I can get.
Uh,
Because it's either armor or attunement stuff. So.
well, I could
I mean-
continuously contain mass cure wounds.
Unless
Contain.
we want me to be a djinn on part time.
No,
That one's not worth it.
that is never worth it. There. Ooh, contagion might be a good contingency spell.
Is anyone gonna snag legendary resistance?
I thought someone was already gonna get that. To be honest with you.
I've been debating it as Stitch. The only thing is, I'm a paladin, and my saving throws are already cracked as fuck.
Save.
Well,
I
saving
have
throw.
some shitty saves.
Saving throw
Yeah.
wise, wisdom I'm 12, charisma I am 7, 8 constitution, 8 on dex, 3 on strength, and 6
I
on.
got really shitty strength and charisma. Like,
But those are not as often used
Yeah.
against you.
and my wisdom's really low compared to, and so is my con. They're both 14s.
Mm,
I'd say go ahead and take it.
yeah, I would say for your sake, you might probably want to take it.
Yeah. Oz just adds it to her necklace of rings that she's accruing.
I'm gonna go ahead and just give this to Rick. This is a pretty good upgrade for him. Honestly, that's probably his new main weapon. But it's no longer programmed. I understand.
Shame we don't have a blade singer.
Yeah.
That spear
Yeah.
would actually be nice for them. Hey, Osmira, do you want a cold whip?
Oh,
Don't bother. She's already had it once, and we got.
Oh yeah, I had that. Get that shit away from me.
It's like don't
No.
bother.
I used it once, I think, and that was it.
Yeah. The spell shot bow isn't that bad, to be honest. I mean, 7 charges, dispelling anything with a 3rd level or lower on it, softening targets for disadvantage with saving throws against spells and other magical effects, and warping shots. That's actually a pretty decent bow. Honest question. Should I go ahead and take that since I am one of the few people in the party who uses a bow?
You can.
Up to you.
Lol. I just realized something fucking hilarious about the gun.
What's that?
We were so worried about its fucking ammunition and all that shit, and it literally one of the properties of the gun is it has infinite ammo.
I think Kobar forgot about that.
Oh, yeah, I probably just.
This weapon ignores the reload property and does not require ammo to Ammo cannot be used. Yeah, it just generate. It literally is a fucking energy rifle. It does not care.
Okay, then I guess you don't have to
Do,
worry
do,
about the.
do we have to be proficient in guns?
Artificers are proficient in guns, so
Okay,
he's fine.
I'll be honest,
It's
for
a
him,
special thing of artificer.
very well for that. For the spell shot build, since the only other distance I have is my cat spellcasting and the longbow regeneration, which is kind of not doing too great.
Yeah, it only heals.
It only heals. I probably will take that just for the effect that I can cause disadvantage on any magical effects until the start of my next turn.
That's...
And I will happily attune to this one.
I'm just gonna wait till we get out to attune to stuff, because I gotta unattune to stuff too.
That's for you on that. Oh, great. I have a bow that hits with a D8 and a 1d8 extra force damage. And it is magical.
What's the... Oh, I already did that.
Final Woman is attunement. That being said, still worth it.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't
Agree.
state it, but it's not a griffin, so I'm like, it still is attunement then.
I
Yeah.
also do love for this, at least this object does not explode on fucking losing all of its charges. That is
Yeah.
one of the few upsides.
A wondrous thing when a magic item doesn't include that heinous text.
Yep. So, I don't want to get out of here. I've got to sell the Falnius Orb. I also got to sell the Mithril Half Plate. And,
Oh yeah, that's right.
also I want to... Oh, Dragon Scepter's down there. Okay. I also got to sell... I'm probably going to also sell the No Stones, which is, I believe, common. They don't really do much.
Yeah, he does not buy in commons.
Yeah, I know. They're not going to him. They're going to They're going to someone else whenever we leave here.
So,
Come on.
I probably am also going to get. Does anyone want the Signet Ring of Silence? Honest question.
What does it do?
Already have one.
It is a ring that allows you. It's like your Ring of Tranquility. Basically, it allows you to cast up one charge of silence.
You can
Oh.
also clear yourself of silence.
Yeah, this also clear you of silence, which this could be good for me to keep for that. But we haven't really had anyone casting silence.
I was the only one that did, I think.
Yeah, and the doctor could already go around that one.
Yeah, and I didn't realize. But what else could I have done in that turn? Nothing.
Yeah, this is a rare, so I'm probably just gonna, for the sake of these, I'm gonna sell these later. We're gonna be rolling with a lot of extra cash afterwards, so I don't think we're gonna be buying items. We're probably gonna be like upgrading the town and or hiring a private army.
do keep in mind, we could go find a runesmith for rune stuff to improve our equipment a bit more.
I'm not gonna deny, but we also need to build forces.
We do. Though I have an answer to that, Avik. I just have to do it very specifically because of a magic item I now have. Because I realized something very strong about a new toy I got after the doctor.
The Moon Whip, or the Black Ring.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it doesn't say that they
Oh,
go
yeah,
away.
yeah.
There's no limitation of how many.
You can call forth in the current time, because it's like there's
We
a
have
calendar,
33 days,
so you can
meaning...
get 33 vampire spawns on your side.
Yes.
I know. Question to that: Is
Uh-huh.
there any downside to having them constantly with us?
Yes. They explode in the day. Because they are hyper weak. They are still vampires. They are still hyper weak to me
No.
in daylight.
Extreme downside. We have to really utilize them to attack at night.
Uh-huh, yeah. I was figuring, as a balance thing, yes, I can I have a giant arm fucking vampire maids. Problem, they can't come in the day. Solution, they are my spy network. Since they are forever loyal to me, and they can kind of exceed at doing that, so...
And they're consistently always loyal. And you can have
stay friendly to me and allies.
quite literally, you can forever have a infinite number of them as long as you have the ring, and even if you unattune from the ring.
Yeah, states nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, this thing is insane.
Great, love it.
Yeah, that's like we have a very good factor now on our side. It's just a matter of, it's not going to be the solution, but we have a small force that Stitch is going to be working on.
Yep. I'll be honest, Adam.
I'm gonna hop off because it's late.
It is late. Oh, good.
I probably agree with that.
We stopping for the day.
Probably so. Do we want to, before we go, do you want to go ahead and roll for what kind of dragon helm I got?
Sure.
I don't think anyone else is buying anything, so I figured it'd be a good figure.
Stitch is good. I got the items I want.
I've gotten everything I am planning on using and having.
No,
So
actually, the
I
only
am
thing I
good.
needed to do was possibly trade the thing for Oz, but we can do that next time. I think the intent is to use it for
What is the
Zane.
seven?
Green.
So
Oh, goody! The most useless.
So poison. I mean, I'll take it. I can.
It's
now
a
start-
resistance, which is nice.
It's a resistance, which I can also.
It
now
just
start-
is sad because the transformation's kind of bad.
So I can now start drinking some of you guys under the table.
Yeah, just also that does mean transformation sadly bad because it's the same thing for Grotz of you turn into a green dragon, so you get the big shining thing of that transformation breath weapon.
Does it count to community conditioning? Not immunities, but like resistance.
It's resistance to poison.
So yeah, I have advantage on poison saves. Gotcha.
You do not. It is specifically resistance to poison damage.
Oh,
Nothing
then,
about
yeah.
saving throws.
Same
Just
for that.
poison damage. Yeah, you're not a dwarf now suddenly.
Damn.
Yeah, it's not the belt of dwarven kind. It is specifically you have resistance to poison damage, so you can still get drunk very easily. Your organs aren't gonna fucking diminish because of it. That's the proper way to put it.
Well, I was probably gonna say on that, like, I could technically handle my drink a lot better now.
You can technically.
Technically.
In a health way.
I mean, no, I meant constitution-wise, because I am very much
You
constitution.
have such a stupid con, yes.
You do not take as much damage from alcohol poisoning, but you can still, get past that.
I can
drop,
still
but,
do-
like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Either way, that poison turning into the poison dragon itself, though, I'm probably not gonna be able to do shit with it.
But,
I mean, it's a barrier of hit points. They still get a multi-attack. They have okay AC. I mean, as a physical thing, it's okay. It's probably,
I would say
honestly, it's
good-
probably your best option for melee in a pinch.
It is a good, yeah, no, like, if I'm actually getting in a point where I'm forced to get into melee combat, I would rather have that. My 22 AC is good to a degree.
Yeah, I think it will be lower than that, but still, it's a giant pool of hit points. That's the one good thing. Is it's like it is a chunk because you get
Yep.
all of that,
Yep, no, I definitely agree with you there.
and you get to use the dragon's con. So I mean, that's not bad.
So yeah, the only thing to do, unless Cobra doesn't want to run these, is like I just want to sell some of these on not in here, but when we can actually go outside, I just want to sell some of these uncommons that I really don't want to have or use to clutter up my inventory.
yeah, I mean, you're more free to go to a shop to do that, but, you probably take care of that next time, then.
Okay, I was just wanting to see if you were good
Done
with
the
like.
merchant at the moment.
No, I was meant like if we just wanted to do that instead of having to run through the actual IRL shops.
Yeah,
I mean, it's up to you.
sake of expedience style.
For expediency, because I just want to, I'll be selling like a see
You tend to
one, two.
buy this and that whenever you go to a shop, so, like, yeah, it's...
We do.
I mean, yeah, we buy this and that, but it's also like these items have been excessively just pocket wasting in here, so I'm just like, I kind of just need to get rid of these. And extra cash for future stuff is good, or for better items, of course. Okay, let's fix that. This should not be attunement because it does not say it needs it.
Oh, I just thought of a nasty combo I could do with the Ring of Split Mind.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Haste, Stitch, and Oz, and enlarge Stitch and Oz because I have
Twin spell.
twin spelled, and that counts as casting a single spell, which means
Yes.
I could do that.
Yeah.
Alright, well,
So
let's
twin spell,
go ahead and
concentrate,
for the
twin
day.
spell.